The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, everybody, he's a macho savage. You're listening to Mike Trash, TrashTalkingRadio.com. The best in the business. Say it, the macho.
Wrestling fans throughout Radio Land, listen to Trash Talking Radio at TrashTalkingRadio.com. Every Tuesday from 7 to 10 o'clock, you hear guys like myself, the youth Ganon Giant Kamala.
Using mere words to describe the Trash Talking Radio Show from 7 to whenever we get done is like using a screwdriver to cut roast beef. This is Sluneva Sean, the other half of the Rock and Wrestling Connection. That's the trashy one and the loony one together forever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ivan Koloff. I'm here to tell you about Mike Talking Trash. With the Trash 7 to 10. Tuesday night, you got to listen in. It's the best around, the best in town. Alright, hey, this is the Animal. One half of the world famous take in the Road Warriors. Listen to them. If you know what's good for you, listen to Trash Talking Radio or else.
Everybody, you're watching Trash Talking Radio. This is Hulk Hogan. Hulk, what do you got to say about Trash Talking Radio?
Well, I gotta say that I just bought Trash Talking Radio. You're out of the picture, dude. This is my show, and you better watch because what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan's brand new Trash Talking Radio runs wild on you?
It is times like these that the world needs heroes and entertainment, and with that I give you the greatest live talk show known to mankind. With inflation being at its highest points, we need someone to show us the ways of good taking on evil, and someone who has the heart of Snow White and the strength of Thor. He, along with his sidekicks Trash's mate, also known as Trish, Trash's babe, known as Ashley, they will fight crime and make the world right once again. Please welcome me in a round of applause for the vital idol Class C Mike Trash. You may all be seated. Thank you.
Trash Talking Radio, Tuesday night. Is it working? It's not working. I didn't hear any voices. Wait a minute, what happened here? What's going on? Can you hear me? Chat, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I forgot to push a button. I think. Well, that's not supposed to push a button. It worked earlier today. Can you hear me? Hello, check, 1, 2. Why is not, I don't hear it. Oh, I got to turn it up here. That's why. Hold on there. Check, 1, 2.
This is what happens when you run on no sleep.
Good. You sound good.
Well, thank you.
Why don't I sound good? Why don't I?
Well, here, I'll let you use my
Oh,
mic.
here we go. There we go. I bet you this is it. Check, 1, 1, 1. All right, what's going on?
I don't hear.
Check, 1, 2.
I don't hear it through my headphones.
I hear
No.
it through your headphones. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, what's going on? Doggone it. It worked earlier. Hello. Hello.
There,
hello.
now I can hear you.
Okay, so what did I do wrong? Why can't I hear me? Check.
I don't know.
I heard it when we did a check.
Can you hear me?
Check, 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 check.
Hello?
Check.
There, I can hear me now.
Put your microphone back on. I gotta figure out why.
Okay.
Now, I had this working before we started. It worked.
Well, just switch me mics for this week until we figure it out.
I'll figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Check. 1, 2. Check. Now what happened?
You didn't turn the wrong one off, did you?
Hold on. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check. Mute. Oh. Hello.
There you are.
I did it the opposite. I muted it instead of turned it on. Okay, that works.
hell.
Hey, that's cool.
I mean, I get that you've been up for, 36 hours? But now, come on.
About 36 hours.
Get your head in the game here.
Oh, my head's in the game. It's just that the rest of me isn't with me. The head is missing the body, I think. Or something. Hey, welcome to the show. We're here to
entertain you.
To keep me awake.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
This is what you want, sweet girl.
Our co-host. I have an all-girl co-host. She grabbed it. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Hi, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia. We're going to talk about you and everybody else.
Hey, don't talk about Marcia like that.
I talk about Marcia only in good ways because she's one of my...
Well, all you said was we're going to talk about you.
That's right.
Come on.
Got to talk about her. Got to talk about a
Hey,
girl.
hey, trash talkers is what she says. We should show her the picture.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about Christine.
We're going to talk about me. We're going to talk about you.
We're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Christine. We're going to talk about Dr. Pat, which you'll be energized by, I believe.
Hi, Jessie Joe.
We're going to talk about Jessie Joe.
We're going to talk about everybody.
We're going to talk about guitars. We're going to talk about.
You need to put that picture up.
What?
Oh.
The one that Ashley sent you. You just saw it.
Oh, that one. Oh, wow.
Oh, hell.
I don't even think I uploaded it, so
oh, my gosh, Mike. You can tell you're really not with it today.
Oh, I'm with it. I'm with something. I don't know. It may go away if I take drugs or something. Where did I put her? I lost it again. Where'd it go? It was here.
Maybe it's the Trish Logic rubbing off on him.
No. It's the tiredness.
It's the lack of sleep. Where I drove.
It's okay, Jessie Joe. You're fine.
I don't see her name. I saw it earlier.
Do you have it under Alicia or Shelby?
No. Who's Alicia?
Her.
You're really going to confuse him on that?
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Jessie Joe, this is Tuesday. It's the best night of the week. You should be in a good mood.
Don't worry, be happy.
It is so fun.
Yes, Marcia, you are right.
What?
Lack of sleep.
Oh,
Well, she said you're suffering brain damage due to lack of sleep and dental goofy gas.
Something like that.
You know, want to know something else I want to try and do this weekend if we have time to fit it in?
Oh, God, no. What?
Bring Kylie here and maybe see the studio. If that's
I thought
okay.
she saw it before.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Keep talking.
Well, we'll see. I mean, depends on what he's doing, too.
Yeah. Like I said,
And
if
get
it's
her
okay,
to record her own promo.
Yeah, if it's okay with him, and then if everything works out, that's what I would like to do. I think she might like that. So, yes, Kylie is coming. My daughter's coming down this weekend. I'm so excited.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Mommy.
So I take it you're riding with me Friday?
Of course.
Well, we got to make one other stop when we're up there, and she's already been aware that you're going to be with me.
Okay.
Because I have something in my car that belongs to her, and I have to put something in my car that goes to her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going up Thursday for Kylie's field day, and then
you have to come back to go to work and go back. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Why am I so quiet?
But I'll do anything
That's
for
a
my
first.
daughter.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, there we are. There we are. Now I'm part of the show. Okay. All right. The brain damage not from the lack of sleep.
No, it's from the dental goofy gas.
I got back here in time for my dentist appointment. Believe it or not, my dentist appointment was at noon, and I got back at 8:30.
Oh. See, if I'd have known that, I'd have called you on my way to work. But I was so messed up this morning.
Oh, it was cool. I got to watch the pay-per-view from Saturday, the pay-per-view from Sunday, Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago, the other one, FD.
Fire.
Yeah, that's the one. And I got to watch Cocaine Bear on the way home.
Nice.
All kinds of stuff.
Hey, my dog doesn't do cocaine.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
No, he does tacos.
All right. So the picture that, she'll appreciate this picture too. This picture is in honor of, is in honor of Marcia. Where did I put it? I gotta figure out where I put it. Not that one.
Yeah, you look mean in that one.
Not that one. Oh, I could do it on that one. Okay, so it goes here. You're gonna like this, Marcia. This picture is for you.
We found this. Where were we going?
I don't even remember. I think we were coming home from somewhere.
Yeah.
Where'd I save it? I saved it somewhere. Oh, here it is. There it is. You will love this picture. Marcia, this is for you. There you go. All right. She will love that. Anyway, all right. So we're going to do a... Okay, so basically Marcia, Tina, me, and about 100 people went down to Orlando, and I'm going to talk about my version of what happened at the trip.
Cool.
So, and I'm going to start from the very beginning before I got there.
You're welcome, Marcia. Ashley and I were coming back from somewhere, and I said to her, you need to get a picture of that and send it to me, but she sent it to Mike anyway, because I thought of you guys, so.
All right. Well, let's start at the very beginning. First off, this weekend, the group of actors and actresses and models and playwrights and all that, we went down to Orlando for a photo shoot and meet and greet and some training and stuff like that. What?
She says she'll correct your version to the accurate version.
Yeah, I believe this. What I say today can't be held against me in the court of law because
lack of sleep,
and
dental goofy gas.
What I see today is not necessarily what is the truth.
Okay,
but it should be close to the truth. So, all right. So I left here after the show.
Yes.
So last week's show we went to about 10.
Exactly 10.
I left here at 10:30 for my journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't go straight to Orlando. I decided I was going to go visit somebody, someone who I played in bands with, and his name is Rich. And
I'm sorry, Christine says, hi, Rue, made it home.
Hey, did you see the picture? Make sure you look in the on the screen. I think you'll like that picture. All right. So anyway, I went to see this guy that was in a band, in several bands with me. His name was Rich. And actually in the band, he was Filthy Rich Butler. So you got Mike Trash and Filthy Rich. I named him that. And he didn't like that name, but I named him that anyway. So, I hadn't seen him in a long time. He started a guitar company. He's building custom guitars. And he's basically taking cheap guitars and upgrading them and making them play like an expensive guitar. And I saw this guitar I really liked, and I pitched it. I said, I got money. What can I buy from you? And he wouldn't sell me anything. He showed me all these really cool guitars, and I said, well, I let it go, and I thought, I'll wait a while. And so we talked a while. And as I was ready to leave, I said, I got money. I want to buy a guitar. He goes, I can't sell you one. It's a prototype. I don't have any more. These are the prototypes. I said, come on, you can sell it to me. You can sell. You owe me. He does. He would borrow things from me. Like he'd go, can I borrow this PA? I need a PA for tonight. He'd never return it.
Oh.
He borrowed my van. He never returned it. Everything he'd borrow, he never returned it. And so I got him back because I bought a guitar that he was hurting for money, and I bought this one guitar from him. And that was 20 years ago.
Wow.
And he's been trying to buy it back for the past 20 years because it increased in value tremendously. So he sold it to me for like, I don't know, $500, and it's worth like like $2,000 or something, or more. Anyway, so he didn't want to sell me a guitar.
Oh, I love it. It's black. It's cool.
Hold on, I got a cough.
Yeah, isn't that a cool one, Ashley?
Yeah,
I love the black.
It's easy to maintain. You don't need to have strings.
And you can't even hear it.
No,
it's so quiet.
You didn't plug it in.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, this is now the name of his company is Swamp Donkey, and It's
Swamp Ducky?
Donkey.
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 Okay.
Okay? And this guitar is kind of cool because it's not... Now, you know I don't really play guitar, and...
You just show them on TV.
I like guitars. I love guitars. Guitars are art to me. Some people like art. Some people like guitars.
Some people like Ben. Some people like Tom.
Anyway, this guitar is a very nice guitar. And, there we go. Anyway. All right, but don't pull my wires out. Okay, so this looks like a standard guitar. I mean, it looks like a guitar you might buy anywhere, except it doesn't have a name brand. Well, it does have a name brand, but its name brand is Swamp Donkey, okay? So I will tell you that this really plays itself. I mean, it's really, really nice. And it is a prototype, so this is not going to be the final production. But the reason I bought it is on the back, this natural wood. Can you see anything?
A wolf.
Okay, what do you see? Do you see anything? Some people do and some people don't, so...
I think I see like the guy from Ice Age. What's his...
Oh, okay. Okay, and I'll see if I can put this up so that you can see it.
Christine says the wood swirls look just like a donkey.
Yes.
So cool. I did my rocker chick headshot with Rue's Swamp Donkey.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it's... but it's... I kind of saw a demon donkey. And it really looks evil. And
it just looks like a wolf right
but
here.
It looks evil, okay? There's actually two faces in here that I've seen at the same time. Anyway, because of that, I wanted this guitar. Now, here's the funny part.
You want to put it back in here?
Yeah, put it back in here. Anyway, so I really like the guitar. I like the style of the guitar. It plays really well, and it's a cheap, I mean...
It's
cheap.
not cheap.
When I say cheap, I mean inexpensive. It's not really a cheap guitar. He used really good pickups in it, and that's really what makes a guitar: the pickups and the wood, and you know, and the way that it's all laid out. And like I said, the fingering of it is really nice. But here's the funny part. This is a part that I haven't told my sister yet, and she should enjoy this.
Well, she also said you should share.
Share? Oh, share what? What should I share? The word, I can't read it.
Cool, you should share.
I should share. Oh, well then I shall share. Okay, here is one of the funny parts, besides the fact that he bought me dinner. Oh, he bought me lunch, by the way, which is, he never buys anybody anything. But here is the funny part. I have a brother.
Oh, yeah.
That is still alive. I found out he's still alive.
Good.
And this is how I found out. Rich had posted this picture of this guitar and said this is the prototype. And my brother decided he wanted it. Now, first off, I want you to know that my brother owes me a lot of money. And since he owed me money, he disappeared from the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, okay, I'm not gonna kiss his butt to pay me back. Because if that's the way he is, whatever. So he wrote to Rich saying, I want to buy that guitar with the evil. And Rich said, I can't sell it to you because I sold it to your brother already. And I think, I can't promise you because I'm tired and I don't remember if I did it or not. I think I said something about maybe you should just pay me rather than buy another guitar. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did that in my dreams. So I don't really remember if I did or not. Because I was tired enough that I may have actually been a jerk about it. So I got his guitar, if you will, because I'm smart and I'm fast. And I begged him to, well, I didn't beg him. I told him he was going to sell it to me. Rich.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of think, for some reason, I kind of think if I didn't write it, I was planning on writing it, but I think I might have. So we're checking right now to see if I did write something. I hope I did. Keep going. There's a picture of the guitar. Anyway, also, what was kind of cool is that there's a picture of us.
Okay, that's not it.
That's not it. It's the exact guitar. Anyway, the fun part about that is that when he posted this picture of him and I today, and him and I when we were playing together, and he looks a whole lot different, right? Well, we both look a lot different. I'm a lot lighter, and he's a lot heavier. And he's a lot grayer, and I'm a lot bolder. So, see, there's the picture of it. There you go, there.
Yeah.
But there should be a picture of that same guitar earlier that where he's showing it. Keep going.
Hold on, because remember, this damn thing jumps.
Well, you gotta get a real computer.
Yeah, I know.
So, but anyway, while she's looking that up, so I ended up with this guitar, and I decided to use it for part of my shoot. So, I packed everything up, and we went down, and we went out to eat, and we talked a lot, and was reminiscing on our fun times. I mean, there are people that remember the Mike Trash and the Barking Rats band from 1980. No, from 1984 or 85, whatever it was, that I was in, and people remember that band from way back then.
That's not
more than that's not it. It's the same exact one. You should know. It's probably this one. Well, no, that's probably not. It's probably down lower. It's not that one either. Anyway, so all right, so we went and we wrapped up everything, and I left there around 4 p.m. Now, keep in mind, I had not slept. Okay, I got up at about 10 in the morning, did everything I had to do, had the show, left at 10:30 at night, drove all night, got to Rich's place at about probably 10 a.m., and we hung out and did everything that, talked and everything. And then after I was done there at 4 p.m., I continued my journey to Orlando, all which I had no sleep. And I didn't make it to Orlando until about 11:30. So it was a long day for me. But I need to regress a little. So as I'm going into Florida, you know how we have deer here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are packs of deer. There are not packs of deer there. I can tell you that. There are packs of
wolves,
wild pigs that come out like our deer come out. The wild pigs are on the side of the road, and they're eating up things. I don't know what they're eating, probably grass and stuff. But they're like, I looked, and I wasn't sure if it was just that I was that tired, or if I was really seeing pigs. So
oh my goodness!
It was really pigs.
Do you have pictures?
I don't, because I was driving.
Okay.
But I question, yes, there were herds of pigs. And, I mean, there were a lot of pigs. And I'm not talking about girls that don't look good. I'm talking about pigs. So, it was weird. I just didn't ever expect to see that kind of thing. So, anyway, like I said, I got to the place that we were staying, and the place we were staying was pretty nice, and it looked dog friendly. They had dog dishes, dog food.
Nice.
And that's all I could see, because I was so tired by then. So I walked back to what my room was, and I had my own bathroom. I had my own nice bed, and it was in my own little bedroom, and I saw there was also a bed in the corner. I thought, I think they're really kinky here. They have a bed, and then a bed back there. And I thought, maybe that's practice for my duct tape stuff that I'm doing later on. Anyway, so I go to sleep. I kind of go to sleep. Well, something else I noticed was that all the blankets were all in a bunch. And I thought, that's kind of odd. I wonder why all the blankets are in a bunch.
Yeah, you started saying that and then you got distracted.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out. And then I laid down and fell asleep, and then I heard somebody say, "Roo, roo, roo." And I couldn't even...
Your alarm clock went off?
No, my Marsa went off. And I'm like, I can't answer her. I'm just too tired. And anyway, so she disappeared then. I didn't hear anything from her for a couple hours. And I figured, okay, they got in all right. And I'm thinking they got in probably, I'm guessing 3, 4, somewhere around then. And I passed out, and then in the morning I heard this,
hello?
Roo, roo, roo. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, we're going to go out to eat. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. And they said, we're going to get some groceries. I said, okay, have a good time. I'm not getting up.
I didn't see anything.
It's somewhere. It might be on his business page. He has a business page. But anyway, so, they said, okay, 2 a.m., 3, whatever. Whatever time they got in. It doesn't reflect too much on the story because I was so gone. They could have come in right after me, and I wouldn't have known it because I was just that tired. Anyway, so so when I did finally drag my butt out of bed, that's right. They were out in the kitchen, and I was like, I'm not interested in going anywhere for breakfast. I'm not interested in leaving the house or anything. I said I'm just too tired. Anyway, they said we didn't sleep in our beds. And I said, well, why didn't you? Because they were going to get the bunk beds. There was a room that was full of bunk beds. It had 4 bunk beds, 2 sets of 2. And I thought, oh, why didn't you sleep in your bed? And they said, I wasn't going to sleep on the bed. And she said, David's room was bad too. And I said, what do you mean bad? There was blood in David's bed. And I'm like, oh. And then I looked in my bed. There was blood in my bed too. And I'm like, oh, well.
You were that tired.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I just saw my bed, and that was it. Anyway, so they slept on the couch. But they slept in the couch. Oh, I got pictures. I guess I could do that. Where did I put the pictures?
I didn't see it on his business page either, so he might have taken it down.
I doubt it. I'm sure he has it up. I just don't know where to put it.
Oh.
All right, let me let's get some pictures here so we can talk about things. Oh, that's not it. That's not the picture.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the duct tape stories.
Well, we're going to hear about that later on next month. Or I guess next month is almost here.
Well, you'll have to tell me how kinky it got.
It should be interesting. Should be interesting. All right. What?
Christine says, some brew you are sleeping in disgusting and wadded up towels, whiz on the toilet seats.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was weird. It was like
they must not have cleaned the room.
I didn't go into the other bathroom. That was the second bathroom. I did not go. I went in only my bathroom, and because I figured I'm self-sufficient. I got everything in here, so I don't need any other bathrooms. But they actually had. All right, come on.
They must not have cleaned it
before that. Ouch. I'll go back. Hold on here.
Cheyenne.
Hold on. There we go. Now we should be.
Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl.
Here. Come on.
There's the sweet girl.
Oh, that's Rich. Okay, so that's Rich. And you met Rich, I think, a long time ago.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
He
wasn't it at a yard sale or something that he was having?
No. He came and borrowed some equipment from me, I think. I think you may not have met him.
And never returned it?
Yeah, probably not. There's the guitar. And there's another picture of the guitar. Now we can catch up on pictures. There's the apartment, okay, or the house. It turned out to be a full house.
Nice.
So this is a kitchen. This is another I mean, it's actually a pretty decent house for the money we paid. They had a very... okay, so you see this kitchen table?
Uh-huh.
See this here, this wall?
Okay.
This wall was closed. I thought it was just a wall. And I'm like, I come out and that door's open and like there's a whole other room. And I'm like, what happened? Where did the other room come from? And they said, oh, this slides over. I said,
wow.
Oh, well, where'd you guys sleep? Oh, we couldn't sleep in our bunk beds. We found the couch out there, and they slept in the couch out there. It had a giant, like 70-inch TV and
wow,
foosball table. There's a bar back there. So the room has all the amenities. Then here, this is when you walk in the place. This is what you see. You see this small little couch. But these pillows here are Christmas pillows.
Oh, God. Talk about Christmas and all.
Oh, why?
Yeah, she did get her one already.
One what?
Christine says, we slept on the sofas and he woke up in a mess. Hi, Papa Doggers. Did she get her bones yet?
She got one of them. So this is the other room that's the game room.
I like the stairs.
Well, we'll get to that.
I'd be afraid of walking on them.
We did not use those stairs at first.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, because you go up there and all you see is just the hallway. Okay. And there's 2 doors, but they're locked.
Oh.
So the owner of the house said, look, how many adults you have? And I said 4. He said, and we had 2 good beds and then the bunk beds. He said, you have 4 adults? He said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this key code to get into the one room, and that'll be where your other people can sleep. And it's a really nice bedroom up there. So they had 2 king-size beds up there and their own TV and stuff, and it's directly over my bedroom. So, and I think I got a picture of that too. Anyway, so this is that. And then there's the other side of that room.
Sweet.
So the one side had game room and the other side had that.
That's kind of what you're trying to accomplish, something like that up in your room. Huh?
Yeah, it's, but mine will be more geared towards acting and stuff.
Right,
because
right.
I'll have my setup for my acting is going to be...
Somebody I was talking to said you need a pool table up there.
No, I don't. I don't play pool.
You can learn.
Okay, they have the dog dishes.
Aww.
This is outside that last room we saw. It's that, see that water there?
Oh, nice.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you a story about that too. So, see the bridge?
Uh-huh.
All right, so while let's see. The first day, Marcia had to leave early for her shoot. She had an 8 o'clock shoot, and I had a 10 o'clock shoot, and Tina had a 10:30. And David, he didn't have a shoot that day. So, David and Tina were out here talking and just kind of catching up because we hadn't seen David in a long time, and this was early in the morning for me, which meant it was
anything before 11 is early for you.
It was probably about 9. No, it was probably about 8:30. Anyway, they're out there talking and they're having a good time, and they're as I walk out there, they said, "You wouldn't believe what just happened." And I said, "Really? What could happen? I mean, in this neighborhood." So now this is the other half of that. See, we have a little shaded yard and everything. And if you remember, did you remember I had a script called Socks? Mm-hmm. And they kept losing socks. And we found the socks. There it is, right down there. That's a sock. It's out in the middle of the yard.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, so they said there was a boat coming down really fast down this canal, and Tina and David were looking at it. And they were watching the boat, and they were saying, "Boy, that's come down awfully fast." Because remember, there's a bridge.
Oh.
Okay, and they said that they were sitting there watching this boat, and they were saying, "I don't think that boat can fit under there." And the boat kept going, and guess what?
It didn't fit.
It didn't fit. So the whole top of the boat was lopped off while it was going under there. And they're like laughing. And I'm thinking, did you think to call 911? Because, I mean, we could have 2 dead bodies there.
Oh, God.
And they said, no. They just kept going. They broke off the top of their boat and they kept going. And I said, okay, I don't believe you. They said, no, it really happened. It really did. I said, I think there's some smoking going on there. You know what I mean? And Tina says, I don't smoke. And, well, I'll let you make your own assessment of what the other person was doing. And she goes, he may have, but I said, I think you had a contact high because there's just no way this happened the way you're saying it did. Anyway, apparently it did happen that way.
She got a contact high. I love it.
That's what I said. I said to her, I said, you got a contact high. Because she doesn't do any drugs. But anyway,
sweet girl.
that was our first day, by the way. That's how we started the whole thing. So, all right. Let me go on. Okay, that's what the other side of that looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
They have little paddle boats there. You can go out there and paddle boats.
Nice.
And
That is so cool.
there's a sock.
Oh, jeez.
Now we know where more socks go.
Uh-huh.
There it is. There's a close-up of the sock. And they had a baby thing.
Oh, nice. Like you really need that with the 4 adults there.
But I mean, that is set up really nice for a family. And it's a fairly big room, a fairly big house. There's what they ended up getting. They got this bed.
Oh.
This is what I got them in place of the bunk beds. So they got their own bed, and they didn't have to sleep together. I mean, if they wanted to, they could.
Hey, I know what it's like having a whole bed to myself.
That's right.
Except I have to share with the dog.
What's it say? I love the
Jail effects.
Yeah, I like the jail effects. Like we're in the most dangerous neighborhood. What are you doing? Put that down. Put it down.
She says, I know it'll get me attention.
She's got a giant bottle. I don't know where she got it. Anyway, so as you can see, we have a decent room. I'm looking for. Yeah, that's another side angle of their room. And okay, so I'll explain this. So,
I think I would be afraid to walk up there at first.
Well, they're working on this place. They're going to put railing up, but that's where that room is.
Okay.
It's upstairs a level, and then back there.
Yeah, because with no railing, I would be deathly afraid to walk them steps.
Oh, so I guess I didn't get a picture of my room. Apparently,
is that
I thought I did.
Frogger?
There's a game we used to play upstairs in
that game.
Crossy Roads.
Yeah.
Well, it's an arcade game, I guess. I didn't realize that it was actually a legit game.
Nice.
So, yeah, I noticed that it was an arcade game. And there's Marcia right here.
There's 2 of your hens.
Nope, I don't know who she is.
Oh.
I can't remember her name. She doesn't speak very good English. And, of course, that's the Bible idol right there. So our first night, we had a party, and it was at a place called Andretti's.
Okay.
And they have, like, go-karts. We didn't see the go-karts. But they have virtual reality games, too. And I never thought I'd ever play this game. We played laser tag.
Nice.
Now, I was thinking, I'm too old to be playing laser tag, because kids are running around all over the place. So I played laser tag, and there was probably 10 on each team, and I was on the red team, and my code name was Deadpool.
God.
I didn't choose that name, by the way. So we were playing, and I was thinking, this was fun. I was kind of having fun. I was hiding behind things. And as I explored the room, I saw him upstairs. And I went upstairs, and I became a sniper. And I started shooting people. And long story short, which may be too late by now, I was the top guy in laser tag.
Nice.
I killed everyone because I started snipering them. As they were coming up the walkway, I just started shooting at them because they didn't even realize they were being shot. So I did number 1 of that. I also played that virtual reality game, the zombie game that I played the week before. they had that one.
Nice.
And I played that, and I was number 1 in that.
Wonder why.
And I was number 2 in another zombie game where we were all sitting down. They had us strapped in and stuff and gave us guns. And the only reason I wasn't number 1 was the person that was number 1 was in the military.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, she's serving our country. So we'll let her.
How do you know it was a girl?
You said she.
Oh, did I? Oh, see, I'm too tired. All right, anyway. So this place was kind of cool. They gave us all we could play. Well, we could play a lot. And this is some more of us. This is Marja. She's one of the coaches. This is Tony. This is Rome. This is that girl I don't remember. And this is Ada. All members of our group. And that's them again. And that's some of them again. And, oh, wait, look who's here.
I don't know that person.
Where?
Mike Trash.
Where?
And,
Where?
And then
I don't see him.
There I am again.
Oh, there you are. You're hiding.
And I had a good time there. That was a fun time. There's that picture again. I must have saved it a couple times.
I was going to say, did you go backwards?
No, I didn't. I'm going forwards. I guess I saved it a couple times because I'm so tired. All right, then we go. Oh, okay. This is
That's
the top floor of the place where we did the shoot.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you too much of that.
Is that a hammock on the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, one of the shoots was on the other side of the hammock facing that way. And that, look at that view.
The swimming pool. Yes.
No, look at the view of the lake.
No.
I thought that was awesome. I had some pictures down on this little pier down here. And I was over here getting some pictures done. And up here on the balcony I got pictures done. But, I mean, the place, you couldn't take a bad picture. Well, you could take
Where's the swing?
Just be patient, girl. Just be patient.
Quit jumping the gun.
Well,
You want to continue the presentation? Anyway, this place is really neat. It's very cool.
Well, he gives me certain words that I have to remember to say, but he doesn't tell me when to say them.
Oh,
wow.
More pictures of the, okay, this is the person that owns the IP.
Nice.
This is the one coach that I deal with a lot. And this is Marcia again. I don't have many, where's Tina at? She must have hid from me. What's she doing now? Stop moving things around. I'm back here. I'm like, where is Wilbur? Or
Waldo. That's what I was thinking. Where's Waldo?
There's Marcia there.
Except we'll call it Where's Rue. Rue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm back here, photobombing. And there's Martha. And that's Marja. And there's Alicia. And I think her name
There's
Shelby.
Alicia.
Yes.
Where's Shelby?
I need a picture of her.
And I don't remember what this picture's from, but I took it from somebody's Facebook. Oh, Alicia's Facebook post.
Oh, I like the pretty orange armband.
That's all. This is all from that Andretti place. Because we were getting free games. Oh, there's a. Oh, this was a video that I snapped the picture, and there's Marcia. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I guess I didn't spend much time with Tina at that place.
Shame on you.
There I am.
Letting
eating.
one of your hens loose.
Okay, this is the front of the place where we were shooting. They have a gate, a giant gate.
Clear Lake Oasis. Okay.
The place is called, the road's called Clear Lakes. And this is Clear Lake Oasis. It's a kind of a trashy place.
Trashy?
A little...
But not classy.
A little scary on the drive back to here, but back at the end, it's decent. The house on this side is really nice, and then this house is decent. But the rest of the houses...
Did you take your car back, or did they come and get you?
Well, the first day, we had to take Uber.
Okay.
and I talked to them about, hey, can we park closer? And they said, yes, you can, to me, and to a few of us, I guess. So I parked where those garbage cans are over there.
Marcia says Tina slipped into the group just ahead of us, so she didn't play in our group event.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was trying to figure out why I didn't see her. I saw them leave. Oh, now, there's a koi pond right here.
Oh, nice.
And there's a little bridge there. And there's all kinds of koi fish in here. But there's also something else in here.
An alligator.
No, there's no alligators. But here, there's some fish down here. And that might be
well, it looks like a Styx in there, too. You said there's something else.
Come sail away. There's the fish.
Oh.
But there's also something else.
A stick.
There's something. Oh no, I don't know where it is. Oh, shoot.
Oh no!
What'd I do?
Christina and Marcia are saying there's that S word.
Yes, there is an S word.
No!
I said it. I said snake.
No!
Well, now I gotta get back here and get back to the thing.
Not one, but two. No.
Yes. Now I get back here and find it.
Nope, you can keep them.
Oh, they were only poisonous if they bit you.
I don't care. You can keep them.
Oh, shoot, I went too far now.
No, you said they were snakes, not rats.
There are two snakes. Okay, so
Copperheads, yeah, no. I ain't doing it.
They make those copper top batteries.
Really? Duracells?
Duracells, yeah. Now hold on now, let me get caught up here. I'll make sure I don't push the wrong button again. There you go. Watch out for snakes.
Oh no! And lizards everywhere.
See this little thing right on the side there? That's a swing.
Oh.
And I used that for my one photo shoot.
Oh, I thought maybe you were going to swing out into the lake.
I did.
I'm saying to jump off.
Not in my suit. not my outfit. Anyway, I mean, a lot of that place, it's just got such good scenery.
That is beautiful.
And I could sit there just by there the whole day and not do anything, just enjoy the water.
Instead of the beach?
Yeah. They were not copperheads, but snakes are snakes. The only good snake is a dead snake.
Yep. And even then,
Yeah. This is kind of really nice. And those things were scary.
Flamingos?
Giant flamingos. They were big. They were like life size, bigger than life size.
Inflatable?
Well, they may have eaten too much.
You know, it sounds like he had more fun than we did.
Oh,
yeah.
I had a blast. Let me tell you, I really did have a good time. There we are. Here's some more. Oh, that's the same ones. Now, see this here?
Water?
No, this thing right above.
Is it a sock?
No.
Okay.
It's I think a snapping turtle.
Oh.
He was on his side and kept
waving?
He kept raising his fin up.
Oh, he was waving at you.
I got a couple pictures of it. There.
Oh, cool.
At least that's what I think it was. I couldn't really tell. But it kept coming out of the water.
He's like, I'm here. I'm here
He's
so you
waving
can
at
see
me.
me. I'm here.
He's waving. Okay, there's the dynamic trio. There's Marissa, Tina, and that big goofy guy.
Where's Waldo?
There's the picture of me and Rich in 1985.
Wow.
That's Mike Trash and the Barking Rats. Well, part of us. There's the makeup person. I'm getting makeup. And they had this brilliant idea. Let's get pictures of your makeup. And then...
Just like a bride.
They'll do video. They had each of us do videos of our makeup.
Just like a bride, huh?
Yeah. The videos are stupid. We hear a lot of noise.
Tanya Harding. You're going to get down and break your knee for that. I'm going to get Tanya. I know she does.
I can't believe you guys got to do this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just got to punch me in the nose with that thing. I don't envy you women with the makeup.
You have to have patience.
And or someone to put it on you.
Yeah.
That's even better. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There were tons of pictures of me getting makeup. I'm also going to play for you guys my reel, and then I'm going to tell you a story about the reel.
Oh boy. Not the fake?
It is not. It is for real. There's me saying, are we done yet? Okay. We also had these little lizards.
Oh my goodness.
They were running all over the place. I saw some black ones. I saw some of these.
Green?
That are color of like wood. See the wood and the leaves and stuff. Okay. This girl here, I love her.
You look like you're confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks taller than me, don't she?
Yeah.
That's because her heels are that tall.
Oh my
Okay. I was saying that. I said, I don't like the fact that you're wearing these these big heels. It makes me look short. She's 5'11".
Okay.
And she wears her heels. She makes me look short. Her name's Diamond. She's a real big girl. I like her a lot. That's Marja. She was in the military.
Oh.
What did I do? She was in the Army, and she was in the Air Force. Okay, stop, Twitch. I didn't tell you to come in. Now we got more pictures of me getting makeup. How did that happen? Wait, this may have moved. No. Oh, there's where we were. Okay. So, this is my, okay. So, okay. We had to do reels. We had to have buddies. We had to have, we were doing the buddy system. We paired up with people, and I wanted to pair up with Tina, but he wouldn't pair me up with Tina. He paired me up with this other woman. Her name's Marianne.
Okay.
And Marianne's a nice person. I want to start that right away. She's a nice person. She's 66. Oh, I know everything about her. She's 66. She was trained by, I know everything about her. Okay.
Okay.
So they want us to do these reels. Now, I've done reels. I've done tons of reels. In fact, I did 9 reels or 8 reels just last show. Well, they were teaching us how to do reels. The problem is, in my opinion, they were teaching them wrong. They were telling them to do a reel, you're supposed to say your name, age, where you're from, some fun facts.
Christine says her mind was on a 3-hour tour.
Yeah. Anyway, we were supposed to do, now why is that not working? My spinner's not spinning. I just realized that. Quick play. All right. There, oh, now I lost my reel. All right. Get it. Put it back there. Oh, it turned off when I put that on there. That's weird. Anyway, so they said that you gotta do the fun facts, and then you gotta say who you were trained by, and then you gotta I forget what else it was. Then you have to have a quote at the end. Well, if you watch anything on Reels, go to YouTube and search for Reels and look at the casting directors. They don't want any of that stuff.
Right.
They want to know who you are, where you're from, and if you're over 18. That's it. And if you're over 18, you don't have to care. You don't have to say it. And they know if you're over 18 by your looks, unless you're really young looking. Like I said. So I was teaching, and so we couldn't go in until we both could do our reel. So I did my reel first for her, and went well. And then she did her reel. It did not go so well.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It did not go well at all. In fact, she had all those fun facts that she did. Okay, her monologue was good. It was about a bum of a guy who was very immature and wanted to be basically a baby man.
Oh, like a man-child.
A man-child, that's the word.
Oh, my goodness.
Who had no he wouldn't be responsible for everything. It was really a good monologue. She did it well and everything.
I could relate to her.
You could. I asked her if I could have a copy of it because I'd like to give it to you and let you
Nice.
read it because I think you'd be able to appreciate it. But she did that well. But when it came to putting her name, she was a robot. And when it came to doing the fun facts, she couldn't remember her fun facts. She couldn't remember how she was wording everything. And I was like, okay, first off, I know you're supposed to do it this way, so I'm not going to tell you not to do it this way because I'm not going to do it that way. I told her straight up, I'm not going to do it that way. But I said, we need to cut down on the words because you're not remembering the words. And you got to be more natural. You got to be able to talk. You know, do you want to be, because if that casting director, if she says, let's say it was me. Hi, my name is Mike Bechtel, or my name is Mike Trash, or my name is Trish, or my name is whatever. My name is Cheyenne. Hello, my name is Cheyenne, and I am from Allegheny. And the fun facts about me is I was in a shelter for 2 times because some people kept bringing me back to the shelter. If you do that, the casting director's going to say, pass.
Right.
Pass. Make it quick and easy. You just go in there and say who you are, where you're from, and boom. And then go into the reel. That's the way you're supposed to do it. But in the interest of doing it the way they wanted to do it, I said, you got to sound like you're a person. You got to be energetic. She would say, hi, my name is, and she would sound really depressed and all that. I said, you got to be happy. You got to be cheerful. Someone's got to want this. If they see you as this, you're not going to get the part because they're never going to get to see you act.
Right.
Even though her script was good.
Maybe she was acting like that.
No.
Okay.
Her script was good, but they would have never seen it. They would have seen that and said, nope, pass. You know, they listen to 8 to 15 seconds of your script, of your minute script. And if they like you, they might listen to 45 seconds. They might, but probably not. So I worked with her for more than 2 hours to fix that script. I'm happy to say we went into the studio to do it, and she nailed it.
Nice.
I was so happy that she nailed it.
Go, Marianne!
Yeah, she did really well. And I'm really happy that she did it. Marcel said these reels are for people who have nothing. 0 credits, no exposure. But you can't do a reel like that and expect anything out of it. I don't care if you have nothing. If you're going to do a monologue, all the casting directors are going to say that they don't want all that garbage. And I'm telling you, just go in there to YouTube and put in reels.
So how did your monologue go?
I'm glad you asked. You have your earphones on?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to play it.
Nice.
First off, you're going to be familiar with it.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you did the genie one, didn't you?
I was going to do it.
Damn.
I was.
You was?
And then I was going to do breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then I thought, I kept saying, I took a chance. I really did take a chance on this. Because it was either going to be really bad, and I hate it, or it's going to be fantastic.
Okay.
And I'll let you tell me what you think it is.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Well, you didn't do the genie one.
No, I didn't. That was going to be one that I thought about doing. This is what I did.
All right, so you're going to...
This is not, this is from the side view, not the real, the actual reel. By the way, before we go any further, they were supposed to have one dry run without video in it.
Oh.
And then you got 2 takes.
Okay.
I got no dry run. This is 1 take.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, you want me to go from there to here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then deliver your monologue.
Okay.
Don't move your body, your feet to do it. It's not a turn, it's just a slight change of gaze. And then pause, come back to the camera.
And let me know if you
Again, my
ever
name
heard
is.
this before.
I
think you did.
I talked to Denise. I'm doing it the way I do them at home.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn back to the camera. Finish. Stay still. I will count you out.
Okay.
All right?
Just give me a cue to start.
Classic Like Trash, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm reading the part for Start Not the End. A man looks back who's lost his dream, and he falls down to his knees. The past few years have taken him down, and pain is all he sees. And his girl is gone, friends disappear, and left him lonely fear. Well, who'd be there to help him work through all the tears? And where were you? I'm feeling used. I struggle day to day. I'm feeling used, don't want to lose. Must be an easier way. Then a voice from within is calling me. Says pick up the pieces and start again. New chapter begins, and it's time to say it's a start and not the end.
My favorite song. Oh.
That was it. What do you think?
I love it.
How did it feel for you?
That is awesome.
I did it in one take. Now I did it again, but the first take is what I took. I thought that she goes, oh, I forgot. I was supposed to give you a dry run first. I said, I don't need it. Just we're fine.
Oh.
Everybody else, they're like all nervous. I don't care. I've done as many self-tapes as I've done. It was like, you know, it wasn't a big deal to me because I've done it so many times. I never did that one. I just made a decision that I wanted to do something artistic. And I wanted to do, rather than the same old stuff, I wanted to do something different.
That's it.
So then Marianne went in, and I was like, please do this right. After all these hours of working on this, and she nailed it.
Nice.
And I was so happy for her because she did it so well. She had personality. She had everything she needed to have on that. I was really happy for her because I just wanted it to be good. So, oh, by the way, we had a training for this, where they talked about doing these things, and they kept saying about everybody got up and did their, well, not everybody, a bunch of people got up and did theirs in front of the class. And I wanted to get up, but I had taken meds to go to sleep, and when I got up, the meds didn't wear off.
Uh-oh.
And it was like, everything was in slow motion for me. And they didn't wear off till like noon. Oh. And it's like, JJ, the trainer, was like saying, you all should get up and you should want to do this. And I'm like, I do want to do it, but I can't do it because everything's in slow motion. And like when they wore off, I was like, now I feel like me, because everything was just messed up with me because I couldn't.
Instead of calling it jet lag, what do we call it? Tesla lag?
No, it wasn't Tesla either. It was sleep med lag. So it was really wild because I wanted to do it and I just couldn't do it. And I hadn't decided for sure if I was going to do the song or not because I didn't know how long was a minute. Because I guessed it was probably a verse and a chorus, but I hoped that was right. And it was, by the way, it was about a minute. So that went really well and I was real happy with the result of it. I think the second time I did it, I fixed some of the words that I screwed up on it, but nobody knows it's screwed up. And that's the thing I tried to tell Marianne. They don't know what your script is. So if you screw it up, just keep going.
Right.
She kept like stopping, or she kept saying, no, that's not what I meant to say. I said, it doesn't matter what you meant to say. It matters what you said. Because they don't know what your script is.
Right.
Only you know the script because you wrote it. And many times people use scripts that were written before, but nobody knew her script. So it was kind of fun to watch her actually develop into this and turn it into what turned out to be a pretty good script.
Well, I have to say, I like that outfit on you.
Yeah, it was one of my new outfits.
Very nice.
I have all new clothes. I got rid of my bigger stuff. So, kind of cool. That's the second one, which is the same as the first one. Okay, I want to tell you a story about this girl.
I love story time.
So do I.
This is Dr. Pat. I never met Dr. Pat before that day.
Not Dr. Phil.
We have a Dr. Pat and a Dr. Rick. This is Dr. Pat.
Okay.
And
did you fall and get
that
hurt?
That doesn't look like Dr. Pat to me.
But,
no.
By the way, I want you to take a look at the shirt. I think you gave it to me.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me tell you about Dr. Pat. Dr. Pat is a friend of Christine's. I guess. She is not a friend of Mike Trash. Mike Trash does not like her.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
what did she do to upset you?
Oh, you're gonna like this. What? I missed something here. Okay. Eating her bone.
No, that's
my puppy.
That's Cheyenne.
Yeah. What's water? Okay. All right. So.
Oi.
So, she's a public speaker, and so does Christine is a public speaker. I want to have Christine on the show and talk about her journey. Anyway, that's how they know each other, because they're both public speakers. Christine speaks on CTE.
Okay.
Dr. Pat.
Christine says, acquaintance and be nice or she will pluck you.
I dare her. Anyway, Dr. Pat is an authority on everything under the sun.
Oh, a know-it-all.
And she's narcissistic.
Oh.
She's not the Dr. Pat we know, then.
Okay, good.
She came up to me the first day and introduced herself to me, and I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, who is this? And I'm thinking, do I need to know her? I thought, all right.
Can I sell the popcorn when it happens, Amy Sue?
Oh, I didn't see Amy Sue was there. Hey,
she just came in.
All right. Anyway, so this woman is a know-it-all. She is really, she's all full of herself.
She has great moments. According to Christine.
Yeah, I would say she has some moments, yep. Anyway, so I met her at the house, not our house. I met her at the training house, and she comes up to me.
Looks like she's hugging you.
She is, and I'm thinking to myself, oh. Anyway, she comes up and she kisses everybody, and I thought, okay. Now, first off, I'm not anything against kissing, but I rarely kiss someone I don't know. And I rarely...
Well, she told you her name.
Well, yeah.
Did she buy you dinner?
No.
Oh.
But we're going to say, I'm glad she doesn't listen to the show, because I'm putting her on blast here. So she comes up to me and she says, the people I live with the people I'm staying with are pigs. I can't stand it. She goes, I'm going to come back to your house with Tina. I said, okay, that's fine. So I didn't realize there was much more going to happen from there. So we come back. She drives her car back to our place, and I'm driving my car back to our place, and we're back there, and I went to my room because I'm socially awkward. I don't really. I mean, that's not my friend. That's her friend. And I figured I'd give them time to talk and all that stuff, and maybe they'll have a boat story. You never know. There could be another boat that goes under the bridge, you know.
Martha says she's a kind woman.
She is.
But unaware of the waves she makes around her. She lives in her own world and forges forward without thinking about how others would feel or respond. Well,
like I said, narcissistic. And she is a kind woman. I don't know what kind she is, but she is a kind woman. So she shows up at her house. I go to my room, and I decide...
Bad boy.
I decide to just watch TV in my room and let them do whatever they're doing. And I'm laying there watching TV, and I'm watching, there's a new Netflix special with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's got a TV series on Netflix. And it's called Fubar. And I'm sitting there watching it. And out of nowhere, this girl comes into my room.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and into my bathroom, which is separate from the other bathrooms. You have to come into my room, and she goes straight into my bathroom. Like I'm looking like, what is she doing? She's coming. I didn't invite her into my room, and I thought, okay, I'm going to blow it off. I'm not going to worry about it. No big deal. And she said, I forget what she said when she came out. She said something. Oh, she was looking for something, or maybe it was an iron or something. I don't know. But regardless, you don't just come into somebody's room and go into their bathroom just like that, especially when you don't stay there. Okay, it's going to get worse. So, I said, I just kind of looked at her and I said, no, there's not. Whatever she was looking for, I forget what it was. And she left, and I thought, where's this person coming from? So I watched the rest of my show, and I come out and I decide we had to go to, we were going to dinner that night with the group. And as I walk out into the kitchen area, she comes walking out wearing only a towel.
Oh.
And I'm like, what am I seeing here? What? Did I miss an orgy or what's going on here? I mean, like,
it looks like she was missing a hairdryer from what Christine.
It was something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. But you just don't walk into somebody's room and just go right into their bathroom looking for something.
Well, maybe she's comfortable in her own skin.
Oh, she is. She's very comfortable. She has no problem with. She was telling me she went to nude beaches and all that stuff. Not stuff I wanted to know, by the way. Now, normally, if she were a normal woman, I would have been interested in the fact that she was wearing only a towel, but something about her just because she was so into herself.
Michael's feathers are very, very rough.
I can tell that. He's flustered already.
Well, no, she did not turn me on at all because I didn't like her already.
Yeah, but she's flustering you because...
She was flustering me because it's not her house.
Wasn't yours either, but you were staying there.
It was my house and our house. We rented that place. It was our house.
She was not one of the hens that you wanted in there.
It gets more interesting as the story goes on.
Oh, boy.
So...
Can I pause you? Can you cut me off? Kylie wants
of course I can cut you off. My pleasure.
No for you.
My pleasure. So I was already flustered, and I was already like wanting her out of the house. And then the next part got really weird. She comes up to me, and Tina's not anywhere to be found. And she says something about, Tina said it would be okay if I stay here instead of our place. I'm like, huh? Tina said that? I thought that was weird. Why would Tina say that?
Christine says the rooster was pissed, and that's not like our Mikey.
Oh no, I was. You could have. Not me at all. I was really, really. Being pissed would have been a better situation than what I was then.
Okay.
But I kept my cool. I said, okay. She didn't tell any of us. She didn't tell Christine, or she didn't tell Marcia. She did not tell me. So I'm already, like, there was probably smoke coming out of my ears at that point. But I said, well, if that's what she said, we'll honor that. And so it turns out she did not say that.
Ooh.
She said she would check with us to see if it was okay with us. Okay, so already she's got 2 strikes with me, at least 2 strikes with me. And
Marcia says it was sitting next to you when she announced that she was moving into the house.
Yeah. And I was like, well, David had just left, I think. Wait, yeah, David had left. This was Sunday. Wait, what was it? Anyway, whatever. David had just left, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like Tina. Tina's one of the nicest people in the world, and she would not. I couldn't believe that was true, but I thought, okay, if she did say that, I'm not going to make her look bad. I'm just gonna stay in my room. They're not going to see me, and I'm just going to lock the door so she can't walk in on me again. So, anyway, we all go doing our thing, and this might not have been there. This might have been at the party. I don't know. One of the two.
I don't remember where. Oh, it was. I don't know. It may have been in the house, but it might have been. Anyway, so yeah, I think it was in the house because I think I asked her at the party, "Did you say this?" And she said, "No." I said I was going to ask you guys, and I said, "Okay." And then I said, "Look, if you want her to stay, fine, but not for free." I said, if you want her to stay, she's got to pay.
Right, because
we
you guys
all paid.
did.
And I said, by the way, she's got to pay more than we pay because I don't like her. So, and Tina's like, fine. She goes, I don't care.
Marcia says
okay.
it was Saturday at the party. She announced that she was moving in for Sunday night.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. It was my head was twisted so many ways at that point. Anyway, so I said,
she came up to me and joked about saying she was staying with us, and my friend wasn't too happy, and I told her, damn girl, I need to ask. I did not say she could not. Sure, hen house rue.
I'm sure I look like an asshole, by the way, because I went up to her and I said, you know you're going to pay. You're going to be here. You're not getting a free ride.
Right.
She said, how much is it? I said, I can't tell you that because Marcia has a spreadsheet. So it bought me a little time because I wanted to make sure they understood that I was charging her more than we were paying. And so Marcia didn't ever get around to the paperwork. And it was Monday now. And I had to, like, she was getting packed up. Like, she was just going to leave. She wasn't going to pay me anything. And in fact, she did not pay me anything. So.
Wow.
So I said, oh, by the way, it's going to be 75. She goes, 75? It should only be 60. I said, where'd you get that number? Well, Marcia said, or somebody said it was 200 a night. Actually, it was 140 a night, but I wasn't going to argue with her over that. I said, plus the cleaning fee. That's a 200. I said, plus the cleaning fee. And so I think 75 is fair. She goes, well, that's a lot. I said, look, I don't care. Pay me something. Just get away. Just pay. Because everybody else paid. And she's just like, and then she said, all right. And then she kind of like didn't say anything. And she was packing, the next day she was packing her stuff up. Never said anything about paying. Never said, how should I pay you? Never said anything. And she was getting ready to leave. I saw her starting to walk out to her car. I said, by the way, how do you want to pay that? She goes, Zelle. That's the one I'm having problems with. I thought I had it fixed, but I don't. So she says she transferred the money, and I went to get the money, and the money wasn't there because mine's not set up right, I guess. So
we've been through that before, haven't we?
Yeah. What a pain. What'd you say? What the fuck did she not pay? She did not pay, and she was complaining. Yes, that's correct.
And she wants to stay with you guys in Miami.
Oh, no, I won't. I'll get my own place first. Nope. Of course, if I got my own place, she'd want to stay with me. No. She can, no. She laughed and what? I laughed thinking of you. No, I don't. I'm leaving the hen house if she joins. Nope. I'll get my own eggs. No. What's it say?
Our house is full in Miami.
That's correct.
So you're going to have full house.
You bet.
Instead of a fuller house.
We're going to have the dead guy there. What's his name?
Bob Saget.
We're going to have Saget there. He's going to take up the rest of the room. She is not. I'm glad that you guys agree with me. I don't know. I just think that anybody that if you ask each person, if she would have asked each of us, do you mind if I stay?
Right.
I would have been more okay with it.
Christine says she needs her rue.
I need my girls. But she's not my girl. She is not my girl. I don't want her. I mean, I'm fine with Maggie. I'm fine with Andy. I'm fine with Christine. I'm fine with Marcia. You know, I'm fine with any of the girls that we had in our past.
Right.
But I'm not fine with her. Not at all, because I just do not. I don't need an alpha female like that.
Right.
Strutting her stuff around. And I mean, the towel thing doesn't really drive me crazy, but
Respect somebody else's privacy.
The attitude and the lack of respect for others really bothered me a lot. So that is my story of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should have thrown chicken wings at her.
I didn't know what was real as far as, she said, Christina said it was okay. So I said, okay. I mean, I respect those girls, and if they want somebody there, even if I don't like the person, I can stay in my room.
Right.
But that person doesn't respect the space because she just walks right in. There's something to be said for that. That's a problem. I don't care if Marcia walks in on me. I don't care if Tina walks in on me.
Did you put your do not disturb sign on?
The do not disturb sign is closed door.
Well, maybe you need
now they opened the door because I didn't have it
Yeah.
locked, and I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
But I do have a problem with someone just walking in I don't know and just barging their way in. And someone, if I did know them and I didn't like them, you got to respect my space. There's a reason I'm back there by myself. I don't want to be around her.
Marcia says, I'm so glad you're fine with your hens.
Oh, I love my girl.
She said nothing. I promise she did it. If I wore the towel in the house, it might have driven you crazy.
Let me tell you, when I walked in there, my jaw just went. I was like, what did I walk into? There's something going on in here. We have a party that I don't know about. It was, and she doesn't care. Just, she could just.
Ooh.
She didn't, but I could see her doing that. She's free with her body. She doesn't care.
Wow.
And I don't care if I don't like her, I don't want to see her.
Well, not only that, it would just. Not everybody is that comfortable. I mean, I know I would be very awkward around her.
If Tina wants to walk around like that, and Marcia wants to walk. Oh wait, is Christina in there?
Yes.
If any of those girls want to walk around like that, that's fine. They can do whatever they want. I'm going to my room. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to my room.
Both Christines are in there.
No, but seriously, I don't have any kind of friendship with her or anything. I don't want her there. I just don't want her there. I have a trust problem anyway.
Well, yeah.
And if I don't know someone, it was really awkward the first time I roomed with anybody, because the way it was originally, back in Vegas,
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
But one of the girls was having money problems, and I offered. This is before we had a hen house,
right?
And I offered to room with her in an Airbnb. We would get 2 bedrooms, and she doesn't have to worry about me doing anything weird. And then they tell me at the next one, she had gotten her situation straightened out. I didn't worry about it. Then we were ready for Atlanta, and I thought, okay, well, I'll offer the person again if they're having problems with money. I'll help that person again. Well, that person calls me up and says, "Oh, by the way, I did you a favor." I said, "How'd you do me a favor?" "Oh, there were 6 women." I said, "What? Excuse me? 6 women?" And I was like, 6 women gonna be in Atlanta? She said,
Christine says, take his blood pressure. We need to change the subject. Marcia comes back and says he's going to his room and hoping we're going to his room too.
Well, yeah, but I didn't expect it. But hey, what happens in Vegas? I mean,
what happens in Miami stays in Miami.
In Atlanta. Anyway, I had the whole tribe of women there, and that's where we got the hen house. And I didn't know. I only knew 2 of them.
Right.
And I was worried about that. I said, look, the only way I'm doing it is if I get my own room and I'm just out of the way and I can hide. And I did. Well, that's where I met Maggie. Maggie's our other friend. And I got to see her this weekend. That's the first time I'd seen her since then. And Maggie is a sweetheart. And we bonded. When everybody else went to bed, we bonded, and we'd start talking about all these things that, she's just a sweetheart. She's just
good.
She's a little Latina chick, and she's just so nice.
Well, that's
so
good.
Freaking nice. But these girls are all, they're just so good to me. And, you know,
well,
I couldn't ask for a better crew.
They have to be, because, you know, if you leave the hen house, what are they going to do?
Well, they could go with Dr. Pat.
No.
But this is the thing. This is the first time in my life I've had this kind of support system going. You know, the show, I've got you with them. I've got the acting thing. I've got all areas here covered. You know, my life is complete because I've got people on all sides of me that are supportive.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like you have your Secret Service around you every time you go out someplace?
You know, I feel like I'm the Secret Service for them.
Okay.
Because I'm protective of my girls.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, you are. I will say that you are.
I keep an eye on them and make sure nobody's bugging them, and so far we haven't had any problems.
Good.
But, you know, I really, but the thing is,
that's you.
Only the people I care about.
That's why I said that's you.
And I feel like I've bonded with, especially Tina and Marcia and Maggie. And I hadn't seen Maggie for a while, but every once in a while I call her up or I text her and say, "Are you okay? Everything's okay?" And she's just, she went through a really bad divorce and stuff. And what?
Christine says, Rue watches his chicks and we love them.
Chicks for free. How's it go?
Money for nothing and chicks for free.
That's what it is. They pay me good money and I get my chicks for free. No, but, you know, it's good to have, like when you're traveling to these places, it's good to, I was happy being in my own room and doing my own thing. But, you know, I got to admit, having people there that I care about. And I'm not used to having friends that that are there for me.
I know. It was like that when you and I first met, too.
And it's kind of cool to have that. You know,
don't inflate his ego, Martha.
They believe me, they tear me down as quick as he
can. Because she says Rue was the bestest.
Believe me, they'll tear me down too. They'll peck me. They'll peck my eyes out.
That's what I was sitting there thinking.
What to say?
He is happier with his chicks, and we are a family.
Yeah, but we did the thing with 10 people in L.A., and that was a bit too much because there were 3 guys, and those other 2 guys. Well, the one guy was okay, but the one guy was.
You don't play well with others, do you?
Well, the one guy was full of himself, and he was constantly a pain in the butt. He wasn't a pain in the butt to me.
But you weren't growing and interacting and socializing. You needed a tribe. You didn't get a tribe. You hit a hen house.
Hey, I'll take my hen house any day to anybody's tribe because these people they care about me, and we care about each other.
That's good.
We talk about things it's nice to have someone to talk about the acting stuff with. And
right.
We joke about VIP because they often under-deliver and over-promise or something like that. And we are on the same level because we're all inner circle too.
Nice.
And we know what each other's supposed to get.
Right.
And we talk about, did you get this? Or did you get that? Did you get promised this? We're keeping track of what they're saying too, because they tend to not deliver things they promise to deliver. And
okay.
You know, it's kind of good to have a check system.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and that's nice, and then you have, like, you guys have all that in common, and then you have your other circles, like with the radio show. I won't, and then it was like some type of object.
I won't.
Like hen pack. My Rue.
I just think it's nice to have, I mean, I've never had this quality of woman, too, hanging around me, too, because these are models.
Right.
I mean, they're not necessarily models, but they're doing modeling. And I'll tell you what, these girls are fun, and they're not your typical brains own or not brainless models. These are women that can think for themselves. I like people that think for themselves.
And life and ups and downs and successes and failures and lessons learned. And yeah, we support each other. Yep.
Yeah. And we know what each other's going through.
And I can tell you, what you have in your hen house is what I have at work.
It's good.
I love it.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's like when I was working, I didn't have people there. I had Jen and I got along,
Yeah.
but we weren't quite like this. This is for lack of a better way, pay to play too, because we all have big investments in our careers. We all have made a sizable investment to be with this company, and we're all trying to make our dreams come true. I'm really proud of these girls because I've seen a lot. I've seen them grow. I've seen them.
And I'm sure that you're, like, while you're right up there with them, you're standing back and looking and watching and learning from them just like they're learning from you.
Yeah.
Don't go egotistical on
me.
me.
No, but like, this is, take this for what it's worth. When Tina did her first monologue, it was not very good. But I see her now, and she's bloomed. And Marcia, when I first saw Marcia, I'm like, she was one of the first people, she's been there longer than me. And I sat back and I watched all the people do their monologues. And I thought, oh, okay, this person's good. We were doing improv then. I thought, oh, she's pretty darn good. And I didn't know what she was all about. Because I just was watching. I thought, I hope he pairs me with her, because I want to learn from her. And I did. I learned some things from her. And we got in a room together. It was three of us. And I don't remember who the other one was, but I was listening to her, and I was paying attention to what she was doing. I like the fact that these people are free thinkers, and we were doing improv together, and that was fun.
Marcia says, and when I met Rue in New York City, I knew he was part of my tribe
Oh,
right from the get-go.
she came
there
right
was
up to me.
something about him.
She took that, she saw me with that tuxedo jacket on, and she came right up, and she just, she's the first person that I think she's the first person I actually felt comfortable with, because we had that improv stuff going.
Right.
And I had time, and I'd watch what she was doing, and I knew some improv because my buddies and I used to improv a lot. And in wrestling, you're improv all the time. And so I really actually felt comfortable with improv. And plus, I still watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? But I used to always, and it's funny because I was sitting there watching, and the teacher would he said, now we're going to do this game. And I knew the games because he took them right from Whose Line Is It Anyway? So it's kind of cool. So I learned a lot from them. They've learned from me, and because she's such an interesting,
intimidating person.
You are an intimidating person. You are. If you don't know you, I mean,
if she doesn't know herself.
If you don't know you, now Tina's just the opposite. She's kind of like quiet till you get to know her, and like she intimidated me a little bit in the beginning because she was like, I couldn't tell if she was genuine or not at first, and I'm glad that I got to speak with her one-on-one a couple times because I felt comfortable once I realized that I told her about Rock and Rebel.
Oh, yes.
And I told her about Pam, and I told her about things like that, and I explained that I understand the CTE thing a lot more than some people do, because that was definitely what was his Rock and Rebels issue, and seeing that firsthand, man, that just threw me for a loop. When you sent me that article, and I said there has to be something that we're missing.
How do you think I felt when I saw it?
I thought it was a mistake. I thought there's no way he shot his wife. There's just no way.
Wrong.
And I wanted her to be the reason that it happened. I didn't want it to be him because he had done so much for me. But the reality was, I was in denial. And I loved her too. What?
Christine says, poor Mike hears more than he needs to know. What? You doubted my ass? I'm almost butt hurt.
No, I never doubted you. I just kind of wanted to. I'm not used to having good-looking women befriend me.
Right.
I'm not used to, like, modelish women paying attention to me. Usually they are way away from me because either I don't feel comfortable because they're beautiful women, or I don't think they're going to ever talk to me because I'm me.
Well, she wants to know if you have any more Dr. Pat pictures.
I think I burned them.
Oh my goodness.
Let's look. I think I might have some. Oh, there's a duck, but there's not really a duck. See what it is? Look.
Oh, no.
That's a snake.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I move off of Dr. Pat now.
Oh.
We'll talk about something more fun.
Oh.
There's a snake.
Oh,
That's
no.
the same snake, I think.
Oh, no.
He was only like that big.
I don't care.
This is one too, but I can't really show you where he's at. Here's one part of him.
Oh, stop it.
That's the that's the mean one.
Stop it.
He's not mean. That's the dangerous one.
Oh.
But he just was laying there sunning himself.
Oh.
I couldn't get an angle where I could get his head. One of our members got a good shot of him.
Oh, you're giving me goosebumps. Stop it.
I think it's blind spot. I lied this one.
Oh, you're giving me goosebumps.
Okay. Maggie gave me this.
Oh, I saw that.
She walked up to me and she said, for all that you gave, for all you've done, and she whispered it to me. So I thought, oh, she's just going to give me one of these. So she gave me this token. I thought, wow, that's really nice. And I posted it as a friend of mine gave me this, thinking that I was the only one who got one.
Right.
So Marcia and
you weren't
Tina
her
got
only
one too.
friend.
Well, she's part of our
quad your head house.
Well, our quad.
Okay.
So I find out that here I didn't feel so special once I found out they got one too. So, but it was cool. I just think it was awesome.
I like that.
Maggie's awesome. But this is the other side of that.
That's pretty cool.
I have it in my pocket. Says I've got my token in my pocket. Isn't that a song? I got one hand in my pocket and a token that...
Yeah, something like that.
It's not. Oh, okay. So this, I'm going to tell you what this is.
Okay, that's your car.
That is a car, but do you see what's in the corner?
Which corner? There's 4 corners.
Well, look.
The lower...
See this?
Yeah, it's your phone.
And see what this is?
No.
That's a dog leash.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so if you drive the full self-driving, you have to keep your hand on the steering wheel, or it buzzes you saying, put your hand on the steering wheel. And also, if you look at the screen too long, it says, pay attention to the road. So I was thinking I had a long time to do this, and I came up with this idea. Let's see if we can fake the steering wheel into I don't have to hold on to the steering wheel. So that did not fake the steering wheel. But I took this is the dog's leash. I took the dog's leash, and I hooked it down here.
Okay.
I wrapped it around here and drooped it down here. And it makes it swing. So it keeps a constant tension on the steering wheel.
Oh, you rule breaker, you.
And I drove 800 miles without touching the steering wheel.
You rule breaker.
Well, give or take. It was cool. I thought it was awesome. It was awesome to come up with that. But the problem is the leash is not heavy enough, so I put my phone in the thing to add the weight, and it was just enough weight to keep it activated. You have 1,000, 1,100 miles. You got a lot. You got time. You got time to play games.
Well, I couldn't top that one because Bear, he just wanted to drive my car yesterday.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. Let's see what else we got here. So I took a picture of that so that I had something to show what I was, instead of trying to explain, I wanted to actually show it. Okay, this is my Latina girl, Leslie Pena. Okay. She is going to be on the show after I have a chance to interview her, okay. And she's going to talk about being a New York actress.
Okay.
And what show she's been on. And she's been on She's been on, I don't know if it was SVU. No, Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
And some other things. She lives in New York. And she comes into the chat room occasionally.
Okay.
Yes, Elon. I'm a bad boy. There's a story about that, too.
Bad boys, bad boys.
No, the Elon.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
You know what I'm going to ask you to do.
Yeah, talk.
Don't go away, please. I got to do something.
I got to put this down.
I need Trish to
move.
I got some other things, but I got to take this quick break.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad I don't have to run that board. But I know when he was saying about like his group of people that he's, part of this tribe, part of the hen house. It was like that when I first met him too. It took a little bit, but the more I got to know him and his now late wife, we grew very close, kind of like my brother. And yes, Marcia, I am ready for the real dirt now, because then he'll play innocent, or at least he thinks it's innocent. But yeah, I mean, for those of us who really know him, we know he's a great guy. So, I'm glad he's been part of my life for so long, and I have learned from him. And, I'm going through some things right now, and he's standing by me, and, he's helping me and just kind of supporting me, which is what I admire most about him. So, he's helped other people out, and, we learn, just don't screw him over, but I know Amy Sue, she wouldn't be where she is without him. He came to her when she needed him, and that's the way he is. And he doesn't ask for help in return. He'll tell you that. When he had his stroke, I didn't know he had a stroke until after it was all said and done. You.
Oh.
So,
yeah, the stroke was fun, right?
Marcia's telling us the real dirt now.
Oh, good.
So.
Is it true?
Uh-huh.
What's she saying?
Rue, he is a genuine diamond, absolutely priceless.
Well, that's true. That's absolutely true. I am a gem.
That you are. Hi, sweet girl.
Do you want to finish whatever you were talking about?
No, I was babbling.
Oh, okay.
I get to do that. I babble a lot.
Well, that's true, except when I need you to.
Hey, I did this time.
Yeah, you did.
Because, it's...
All right, so...
Yeah, it's not like I have somebody here to talk to because she left. And Cheyenne, she's just a good puppy.
Take this.
Well, Marcia, I think I remember one time that he actually asked me for help, and that was when his tire on his Tesla went flat. And I had to go rescue him. I loved it.
Believe me, that was the last resort. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that was the last resort, but you were lucky I was home.
That was a sad day because it was my fault. The tire went flat. Oh, look who's come back!
It's about time.
Jeez,
we docked
that was the
zeros
longest
for it.
bathroom break in the world.
We'll just dock zeros for it.
Bathroom break.
Yeah, I don't ask for help for anything too much, but anyway, all right. So here we go. Let's see what else I got on here.
Okay, my daughter called me.
Oh, snake.
Ooh, no! Get rid of him. Is she on the countdown till Friday?
There's
Yes.
Kylie.
Yes.
Marja. Once again, she lives in Germany. She she was in the army. And why is your dog on my face? How'd that happen? Wait a minute, this looks really weird. What are we doing here? You're coaching a dog fight? What's going on?
No. Tony and Austin come up to help
So
Christine.
my house turned into a dog fighting arena?
No.
They look like they're fighting.
They were playing.
My dog was ready to eat your dog.
She thought he was a chocolate chip.
This is my dog, this is Cheyenne, and this is...
Bear.
Now, how could you... The only way that could be a bear is a cocaine bear.
No. He's named after the Hershey Bears, who's they're leading their series. Yes, come on, Bear.
Okay, what else I got here? Oh, okay.
See?
Do I have a bunch of these bear things? What's going on here?
Bear was on Cheyenne's.
Oh, she killed her.
No.
She killed him.
Bear was on Cheyenne's couch, and it was
look
like,
at this. Pretty ladies.
aw, all three of them.
Yeah, all three of them. This one's losing her hair. This is Marcia. That's Tina. And this is some goofy stalker. And then we got...
Coco was his mom, Amy Sue.
Now we got all three of them. This is Maggie. And there's Marcia. Oh, look, Marcia. Waiting for a comment.
Marcia, not Marcia.
No. Marcia. I heard somebody say that the other day. And, of course, Tina. And actually, I do want to talk about, I'm going to have Tina on talk about that stuff, about the, this might be the last one. Okay, so now we'll move on to these stories. I talked about that.
So, were these pigs that you saw in Florida, were they pink?
They were ugly women.
Okay.
Oh, you mean, no, they weren't. They were black.
Oh.
And I wasn't sure if they were real. I mean, if they were pigs or not. I thought they looked like pigs. I asked Maggie because she lives in Florida. She said, "Yeah, they're really bad for the ecology. They apparently are very destructive."
Wow.
So, yeah, really weird. So it's Marcia.
Beep, it's everything.
The food they had at that bar was pretty good, and it was loud. Oh, so my main goal this time was, I didn't care about the pictures. I needed new pictures because I lost the weight, but my big goal was I wanted to get in front of that casting director.
Right.
I met her in L.A., but I was so flustered in L.A. That I really wasn't me.
Right.
And I had gotten angry because I couldn't get my car, and because they screwed up my car rental, and it just was not. And then I didn't.
The stars weren't lined up.
And I screwed up. I feel like I screwed up talking to the casting directors and didn't know what to say. And I did meet this casting director there, but I felt I didn't make a good impression.
Okay.
So when she came into the training, I had it set in my mind. Now, before we had this training, we had another training. And the other training was, what's holding you back? What is your main problem that's holding you back? And everybody said what was holding them back. And Marjo, not Marcia, was saying, or Marja, not Marja, no.
This not one, her, not that
not
one.
Not her.
Okay.
It was training, and she had talked about creating a character who is the confident one that does the right thing all the time. And hers was Storm.
Okay.
When she feels that she needs she's lacking confidence or whatever it is, Storm has all that confidence.
Okay.
And I don't remember what their Marcia, hers is Samantha.
Okay.
And I don't remember what Tina's was. Anyway, we all have an alter ego. Well, they were coming to me. I got called into a photo session. I thought, I dodged that bullet. And when I came back, they said, "Now it's your turn."
Damn.
And I'm like, oh. Well, then I explained that Classy Mike Trash is that person, that person with confidence, the person that can do everything. It doesn't matter. He can climb any mountain. They wouldn't let me use that one.
Damn.
And I said Michael is the one that is not as confident and has issues. But they wouldn't let me do that. I needed another one. So I sat back and thought, Elon.
Okay.
And she said, "So, Elon, how are you?" I said, "I'm great. I drive a Tesla," which is true.
Yeah.
And so this all goes together with the speaking with the person that you're afraid to talk to. Elon spoke to Tanya.
Nice.
So I spoke to Tanya, and she wanted to see some of my work. So I showed her the one video. Remember when I did the video of the newscaster who turned into a lunatic in the middle, and he came right up in the camera? I showed her that one. And she said, "I like it. What else you got?"
Okay.
I thought, okay. Then I thought, well, what do I use? Because I do a ton of them. So I was trying to think, what's a good one? But I wanted something recent. So I chose Big Cheese from...
Yeah.
Because I thought Big Cheese is funny, and it has a storyline. And she saw that one, and she said, "I love that one." That's
good.
What I wanted to hear. I don't know that it got me anywhere, but that was good. And so I got to talk to her one-on-one instead of asking, and then at the end I asked her questions about resumes, because I wanted to know if I could put this on, if I could put my awards on the resume, and if I could put, what was the other thing? There were 3 questions that I wanted to know if I could put that on the resume. She said basically that yes to all of those, I think. But anyway, I thought that was good because it gave me an interaction with her, a second interaction. Then when we were at the party, I had another interaction with her. I made her laugh. That's got to be good. And she knows who I am.
Good.
So I did everything I could possibly do to step up my game, or Elon did, to step up the game and actually present myself. Because I have a problem. If I don't know you, I can't talk to you. Like Dr. Pat. I couldn't talk to Dr. Pat. I couldn't even be funny with Dr. Pat because I didn't feel...
Amy Sue said playing Jaws theme, yep.
So what?
She's playing the Jaws theme in her head.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, it worked out. That was a goal of mine, was to make sure I interacted with her. And interacted with her. Then I wanted to interact with her on non-business stuff, which I did at the bar. I interacted with her with no business questions, but I made her laugh.
Well,
it was good.
That's the one thing that people, I've even said in interviews, they're like, "How do you handle stress?" And I'm like, laughter. It may sound like a bad sense of, like I have a bad sense of humor.
You do. Oh,
well, yeah, being around you.
Yeah.
But I usually turn that into a positive thing for me.
Leaving? Oh, man.
Aww.
But
love you, Martha.
I will talk to you soon. Are you going to be on the thing Thursday?
But that's the one thing, is that I always try to use my humor, and I do it more so when I'm nervous. And then I'm thinking,
you get any humor?
Yeah, I eat good humor bars all the time.
All right.
Well, huh?
Like Detour?
She would have to bring that damn word up.
Yes.
But when I'm nervous, it's like, okay, I put that bad humor in there, and...
Did you say Detour?
Yes.
That's a story that I may have told in this room before.
I don't know if your hens heard that story.
I don't know if you heard this story. Did you guys hear the Detour story?
Oh, God.
If you didn't, that's a good story to tell.
And she doesn't let me forget it either.
Well, you didn't have any fear. There's nothing you had to be afraid of.
No,
they were going to let you alone.
It was funny that you guys were going through it.
I didn't. I was okay with it.
But I was just...
I know that Cage was a little uncomfortable.
So did you come back, when you come through Georgia, did you go that way?
I did go through Georgia, but not from there.
He didn't take the detour.
No, I went straight through. Believe me, I was real. I wanted to go... I wanted to get out
You
of
wanted
this.
to go straight
I wanted to
through.
I wanted to go straight through. That's correct. Does anybody want to hear the Detour story? Has anybody heard?
Ashley loves it.
I don't know if I... See, the problem is I don't know if I told the story or not. I know I've told the story, but I don't know if I told the story on the show.
This is never the whole thing, just bits and pieces and sidetracks.
All right, would you like to hear the
Well,
detour
then say
story?
it. Then go ahead and tell it.
All right, back when I was in wrestling, by the way, I have a show in September.
Yes.
Why am I doing shows wrestling
Because
at
this one's
age?
for somebody
Oh,
who
yeah,
you
that's right.
respect.
Anyway, so we used to travel all over the country,
Mhm.
and this particular show was in Georgia, and we were going to do 5 shows in 4 days, and we were starting with Tuesday, I think it was. So my friend Nigel, who used to be part of the show, I also got him into wrestling.
Atlanta.
And
It was in Atlanta.
And he lives
yeah.
in Atlanta. So he set these jobs up for us because we don't know anybody down there. And we were going to do a big show at that Saturday or whatever it was.
At Center Stage.
At Center Stage, which is actually it's known for WCW's. WCW was one of the big wrestling companies of the time, or they had just folded right around then. But we had a chance to work that legendary building.
I think Ron Jeremy was that one, right?
Well, I was getting to that. We were working for the Triple X Church, which you're saying, what is the Triple X Church? Well, it's a church run by porno stars.
Ron Jeremy.
And so Ron Jeremy's part of the group. So that was the ultimate goal. And there was people like Ted DiBiase going to be there, Jimmy Snuka, Valentine was going to be there, Brutus Beefcake, all these people were going to be there. So they were friends of mine, most of them. I'd known most of them because they were on the show, and I've worked with them in other promotions. And we wanted to play there. We wanted to do it because we wanted to go Center Stage. And by the way, Stryper was there that day too, the religious rock band. So anyway, so our goal was to go down there and work as many shows as we could while we were there, and then work that show. So our first show was a place called Detour. And so we drive down there. We don't have any idea what we're doing. We don't know where the place is. We got the address. We were driving my Prius, I think.
Yes.
And we had a bag on top of the Prius
Yep.
that kept coming loose when we were driving. So we had to be careful where we were, how we were going and all that. So we're going down, and after this 12-hour, 16-hour drive, whatever it was.
It was a long drive.
I think it was 16 hours because I think it was 16 hours when I went to Georgia last time. After the 16-hour drive, we found this bar, and I thought, okay, so Detour is in a bar. He didn't tell me it was in a bar. He just said it was
a different venue.
It was a different venue, and I thought, okay, well, a bar is a different venue.
Yeah.
Because we don't work in a lot of bars, so we think it's cool. So we go in there and we look around and we think, okay, that's pretty interesting. It's a thin bar, but it's a longer bar, and the ring's up against two sides of the place, and it looks okay. They're setting the ring up, and we're looking around, and we're just waiting for them to get everything built. And I saw Nigel, and we said hi, and we said our hellos, and he had stuff to do because he was helping run the show. And I thought, okay, that's cool. And we just were sitting around waiting for them to finish the ring, and they're working on the ring to get it set up. They're testing the ring, making sure everything's working. And I'm looking around and I'm saying, something's wrong here. And I can't put my finger on it, but I look over at Trish and I said, Trish, I think we're in a gay bar. You said, what makes you say that? And I said, there's no women except you.
Yeah.
She said, really? Oh, wow, I didn't see that. And I thought,
I don't. When I go in, my goals were to set up cameras, scout the lighting, trying to get, figure out what kind of angles I can get. Yeah, I've got a whole...
So, in the meantime, I'm thinking, uh-oh, I don't have a problem with this, but I look at Cage and I think, I don't think he's going to be happy about this. So, no sooner did I say that, he comes up to me and he goes, trash, trash, trash. I said, what's up? He goes, dude, I think we're in a gay bar. I said, really? What makes you think of that? He goes, there's no women in here.
Thanks, Cage.
I said, I'll go check with Nigel. And I thought, oh boy, where's this going to lead us? So I go backstage and I said, "Hey, Nigel, I got a question to ask you." He goes, "Yeah, what's up, bub?" I said, "Are we in a gay bar?" I said, "Yeah, why?" I said it was a different venue. I said, no. See, a different venue is we're going to be in a school, or we're going to be in a carnival, or we're going to be at a fair, or we're going to be in a church. A gay bar is not really a different venue. That's
it must be down south.
I said, that's something you probably should have told us up front. He goes, "Why? You have a problem with it?" I said, "No, but Cage might have a problem with it." So I went up to Cage. I said, "Cage,
yeah,
we're in a gay bar." He goes, "I knew it. Man, I the guy over there called me hard candy. I said, "Oh, great." So Cage is being called hard candy.
Yep. And it was a running joke for a long time.
And he was 330 back then. He's like 200 now. He lost a lot of weight, but he it was just funny because at the end of the night he said, "You know, Trash, that was the most fun I've had in a long time." I said, I bet it was. But yeah, we were working in a gay bar, and we worked with a lot of those guys all week.
Right.
So.
And the wrestling down there is not like what it is up here.
And then one guy's name was Mark Henry, because I remember he had the same name as Mark Henry.
Right.
And he was a little guy, and he was truly gay. And his gimmick was he was gay. And I think that was one of the first things that caught my eye, because I figured when I saw that, I thought, I wonder if this is a gay bar. This is before we picked up on the fact that there were women there. But it was fun. That place was actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was just different.
It was fun.
It was a different venue.
Yes, definitely. And it's funny, I think back about those road stories, the South Carolina and the Bee, and
that was fun.
Yeah. But that long trip to Indiana and back was not fun.
And then when we were down there, the center stage show, all the stars from WWE, the Ted DiBiase and all them guys, they were all there. Mm-hmm. And you were helping Snuka do autographs and stuff.
Yep.
And
they asked me if he could share our table. I'm like, sure, I'll help him out.
Well, what you may know now, but you didn't know then, was he can't read.
I knew that.
And so you had to help him.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't talk very much because he didn't speak very good English. And it took me 3 years to interview him because his wife wouldn't let me interview him. And I finally said, "Look, I've worked Indy cards with him. We're friends. I'm not going to make him look bad. And I know he does limited vocabulary. I also know of the controversy that was going on. And I said, I promise you I will protect him."
Yes.
And she left me interview him, and we had a good interview. But
it's hard to believe he's gone.
He was old, and he was feeble, and he was losing his mind.
He put his body through a lot.
Yeah, but he also was losing his mind. He didn't really remember a lot of things. But anyway, back to the center stage. The funny story about that was they put me with this guy. I was managing this guy that was the champion, the Mid-South champion. And I don't remember his name anymore. But
I don't either.
But we were going up against Brutus Beefcake. And so I'm standing outside the ring like I usually do. And all of a sudden, I see this. They're hitting each other. And I'm thinking, man, that really looks like they're hitting each other hard. I'm thinking, man, these guys are really doing, this looks great. These
Southern wrestling is different.
Yeah, but I was thinking, man, these guys, I really like this. These guys look like they're really doing a number on each other. And my guy got thrown out of the ring. And I said, wow, you guys are doing a great job. You guys look like you're really, the word's tight. You're really tight with each other. He says, no, he's really hitting me. I said, what? Yeah, he's been hitting me like crazy. And I said, well, get back in there. Let's wrap this up and we'll get this done and get out of here. He goes, no, I'm not going back in. I said, you got to go back in. We got to finish the match. He said, no, I don't. He threw me in. And I thought, oh, man. Now we got a mad Brutus Beefcake. I thought, man, what am I going to do? I thought, well, best thing I should do is just go for the finish. So I turned my back to him so he could put me in the sleeper hold. I thought, he'll put me in a sleeper hold. Boom. It's over. Well, I turned my back to him, and he flipped me around, and I thought, oh, shoot. And I saw this big old fist coming my way, and I said, oh, boy, here we go. And bam! That was the softest hit I've ever had, but it looked legit.
Uh-huh.
He hit me so hard, and I didn't feel a thing. And I hit the floor, and I said, okay, I can either lay here and let him pin me. Wait a minute, he can't pin me because I'm not in the match. And I said, well, I'll still lay here. Then the match will be over, and because if I get up and he hits me again, nope, I'm going to lay here. So he grabs me by the hair, sits me up. I said, oh, freaking A. He puts me in the sleeper hold. Did he put me in a sleeper hold?
Uh-huh.
He put me in a sleeper hold. And I go out. I thought, okay, this is the best of all scenarios. Except I hear this snip, 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 snip. It never grew back. Anyway, so he then picks me up and he throws me out of the ring. And I just laid there and I thought, I'm not going to move. And I hear him, he gets out of the ring and he's yelling back, I'm going to kill that son of a... I'm going to kill him. Now, keep in mind, this is a religious show, so we can't really swear. But he's saying, I'm going to kill that guy. You wait. And I'm like, oh, man, something's really up. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to drag myself to the back and calmly go to my dressing room. And I'm going to get changed and everything will be fine. I walk back into the hall and he's going up and down the hall. I'm going to kill that guy. I'm going to kill Trash. I'm going to kill your guy. I said, he's not my guy. I don't even know his name. He goes, okay, I'm going to kill that guy. I don't care. And the guy apparently had left. He took off. I mean, he must have done something that really got Beefcake going because he didn't wait around. He not only threw me in the ring, he took off. He got his gear and he was out of the building before I got back there and before Brutus got back there. And I'm like, hey, nothing between you and me, man. He said, yeah, we're cool. But I'll tell you, it scared me there because I've never seen Brutus go that crazy. So that's another story about Georgia.
Yep. That was fun, though.
So where are we at here? What else happened?
I have to say I really enjoyed it because, first of all, that was the first time I've ever been to Georgia.
Me too.
But it was just so cool.
It was.
You know, just... yeah, I liked it.
It was fun. But, thinking, what else do I got to tell you about this weekend?
Well, I'm glad you made it home safely.
I think so.
Wait a minute. Yep, you're awake.
I will tell you, I learned some things about my car that, I had 5 stops.
Okay. Down and back or just one way?
One way.
Okay.
And I learned that I was doing it wrong the way down. So it would tell me charge for 10 minutes and then go to the next stop.
Okay.
I would charge for 15 or 20 just to put extra in there. That's not the right way to do it. Because what happens is the less energy your car has, the faster it charges.
Okay.
So if you are told to charge for 10 minutes, charge for 10 minutes. Don't charge for 15, don't charge for 20. Because you're taking that extra time when you could be traveling.
Okay.
So when you get down to the next place, it'll say charge 20 minutes. You charge 20, don't charge 25, don't charge 30. Basically, this car at 15, you're pretty close to full anyway.
Good.
But the key is, like I said, the less you have it charged, the faster it charges. So the key to making a good time is to charge. Now, for 15 minutes, I can go about 3 hours.
Okay.
Okay? So what happens is, usually by then I have to go to the bathroom anyway. So I come in, I plug it in, go to the bathroom, come back, and it's done.
Nice.
So when you think about it, okay, the key is you want to be able to constantly be on the move, and when you've got to go to the bathroom or go eat or something,
right,
that's the time to charge. Now, there are it depends on some other things, how fast you're going. If you're going 70, you're going to eat up the electric more than if you're going 60. If you're going 40, you're going to eat it up probably more than if you're going 60. So the sweet spot is 60 to 65. And I traveled most of the time because the highways allowed me to go 70.
Okay.
And sometimes I went 80 because I usually went 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit. And I didn't have much traffic on the way down or the way back. I actually, because I was traveling at night.
I was going to say, for a holiday weekend, I'm surprised.
It was really actually not bad at all. I was really surprised. It was really actually, it was good. It was nice. I was surprised how clear and everything it was. And everywhere I went, I didn't have to wait in line for anything.
Good.
And gas down there was as low as $3.01.
Son of a bitch.
As low as that.
Damn.
Well,
at least you were looking at gas prices.
I just thought you'd like to see what it's like. And the closer you are to a port, the cheaper it's always going to be.
Okay.
Like if you go to New Jersey,
right,
it's cheaper than it is here.
Right, because I think, well, my friends Mary and James come in, and they said that they topped off in Waverly, which is where they are.
And Waverly's going to be probably more expensive because it's further from a port.
Well, they got, I think James said they put in $50 or something, and then they drove, and then when they filled up, I forget where they said they filled up again, and it was like $30 to fill it. I was like, okay.
That's not bad. Depending on what they drive. Okay.
A Terrain?
That's a bigger one, right?
Yeah, kind of like an SUV.
Okay.
And then they were still on that last fill up whenever we took the puppy out to.
Never come from Ohio.
Yeah, they
so
came.
It should have been one.
They came from Ohio into my house, and then.
Should have been one fill up.
No, because he topped it off when they left. Then they filled up again when they got to my house.
That's what I'm saying. One to get to their house.
Yeah,
one to get to your house from their house.
When we went to drop the puppy off, coming back, he filled up.
Right, but it was basically one tank to get.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you, it took 5 charges to go down and 5 to come up. How much do you think it cost? Just let's say one way.
I'm gonna say probably about $100.
You want to guess?
I would say probably about 150.
It was really around, probably right in the middle between probably 100 to 125.
Not bad.
One way. So my plane ticket would have run me
a lot more.
Yeah, and not to mention I would have had to rent a car.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind driving that. I really didn't. Some people say, how could you drive that long? I'm a night person. So leaving here after the show and driving all night, that was a piece of cake to me. Now, staying up the next day was a little difficult, but I had adrenaline and I was going. It was actually the last couple hours, the last maybe 2 hours, it was tough. But really, actually, it wasn't so bad.
Good.
But on the way back, it was a little bit harder because
you wanted to get home.
Well, I had been up for a couple hours, and towards the end, it was really close to. I had a couple power drinks that helped me make it, but towards the last 2 hours, it was because I couldn't sleep. Like I like to sleep between charges. Like the one time with the other one, I just reclined, turned on the charger, and just kind of fell asleep. And the one time I fell asleep till it charged to 100%. I was totally out, and I woke up and I'm like, oh, how long was I out? And I had to because I was passing out at the wheel then. But this time, I couldn't even sleep when I had time to sleep. I was laying in the back. I just laid down in the back. I'm like, okay, go to sleep now. Go to sleep now. Go to sleep now. Because I did have one time when I had to wait. There's one stretch of between North Carolina and Virginia where there aren't as many charge stations, and I actually had to almost do a full charge.
Wow!
So I was in for a long time on that one. I had like 50 minutes to wait.
Wow!
Because it made me pretty much go all the way up to the top. So now you don't normally have to do that because there's usually a charge station It would have been smarter if there was a charge station and you broke it up into two. There was no charge station. There's between that one stretch, you're stuck.
Wow.
But it was cool when I ran into the new charge stations because they charge at 250 kilowatt hours instead of 150 kilowatt hours, and those really, it was really fast. But that was the other problem with that one station. It wasn't the fastest charging station, so it took longer to charge. But it was a neat adventure because I
learned.
I had a lot of time to think. I was working on monologues, and I actually was going to do the breadcrumb one, and I thought about doing the genie one, but I didn't know the genie one well enough to pull that one off. See, I need to do it right before I go to sleep.
Right.
That's the key. What you do is you do it right before you go to sleep, like 2-3 times. Go to sleep. Don't touch anything else. Go to sleep. Then you wake up. Then you have it already mostly memorized and you just got to tweak it. I didn't have time to do that with that one.
Right.
But the other one, the breadcrumbs, I had done that one before. All I had to do was just renew myself with it. But it was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. It was really. I really enjoyed the time that I had to think.
Good.
And like I said, when I went down there, I was messed up too the one day because, like I said, I had all those pictures that came up on my screen that I wasn't expecting. And a lot of them were dead dogs and things like that. And I was feeling bad about it. And I was like, I miss that dog so much.
Well, think of it this way. It was Memorial Day weekend. And even though that's geared to the military, you were remembering, your past pets.
And, and it was rough. And then there was some Shannon. I found a bunch of pictures from her, and then Pam, and then Ken, and then all these people that died. And it's like, I don't want any more deaths. It was horrible.
Well, I know yesterday Bear and I went up to my daughter Natasha's, and she said that they were having a little service right there. They call it Memorial Park. It's where the old Presbyterian church used to be that I went to. They tore the church down, and they put like these flags up, and then they have bricks with some names on. You can pay like $75 for a brick if your family member served in the military.
Okay.
From Port. And then they were going to do a light luncheon over at the Legion afterwards, because usually the Legion's not open on Sundays.
Okay.
So she and I and Bear went down. We got there just shortly after it started. And, I mean, the speakers were nice. It lasted maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
And right at the end, the commander, I think he's called the commander of her post where she works, he was telling stories about how he's connected to the military and was saying about how, with Vietnam and everything. And I'm sitting there going, yep, because I connected to him. And then at the end, they were playing God Bless the USA. And I just started crying. And Natasha looks at me like, what in the world? Because I'm sitting behind everybody. I'm sitting on the ground. And Bear's right there. And I'm like petting him. And I have my hand over my heart because that's where the tattoo for my dad is. And I'm just crying. And I'm like, really? And it's something I can't do to stop. No, even if I wanted to, I could not stop. So finally it was over, and I'm thinking, how bad do I look? And luckily, we went up, we got the form for the brick because I want to do one for my dad, even though he didn't live in Port Matilda, she does.
Okay.
So I wanted to get that, and then we went over to where she works, and she went in, and she's like, hey, my mom's got her service dog. Is it okay if we sit out back where the picnic tables are? And I guess the manager was like just being a real witch about it. And Natasha comes out and she says, I'm glad I asked. She says, because I guess someone else had their service dog in and had him sitting on the bar and he peed on it.
Gee, that wouldn't happen with
And
your
I'm
dog.
like, no, Bear was so sweet. We went out in the back and he found a little bit of shade.
I remember a certain time when he was here.
Yeah, well, that's because, you
and
know.
he did something right there.
He's getting better now.
I hope so.
He
I
is.
forgot we got these.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to see some special, or some more?
Cheese heads.
No, we did those.
I know.
I got 4 that we didn't do from last week, and some of these are these are all commercials that I did. And the first one is about diabetes.
Oh.
This is a good one. You'll like this one because this is talking about solutions. So, you want to see some?
Sure.
Okay, this is it's a VSL diabetes. I forget what the VSL stands for, but VSL. It's a commercial. Actually, my favorite one is the last one. So we'll do them in order so that.
Okay.
The second one is tinnitus and weight loss, and then there's vagalry. And the vagalry one's my favorite one out of this group. So, all right, you ready?
Yes.
All right. I thought I haven't done any of those today for you, so.
Yeah. And this is the VSL project. And it's on diabetes.
Yeah, it was a horrible intro.
What I used to reverse my type 2 diabetes goes against any conventional wisdom you may have heard. So if you think it's crazy right now, just wait. You have no idea what's coming. This secret method, which reverses type 2 diabetes, has been discovered by a scientist from the exotic Middle East. A true maverick who risked her very life to smuggle it out of the heart of the traditional Arab remedies culture. This technique directly targets the real reason behind your spiking glucose levels, insulin resistance, and erotic pancreas.
Erotic. That's where
it's
I screwed
already
up.
set tremors inside the crooked.
By the way, that's where I did screw this one up. And I didn't know that I screwed this one up till my sister pointed out you said erotic pancreas. And I didn't know that I said it wasn't supposed to be erotic pancreas, by the way.
What was it supposed to be, Mike?
Exotic pancreas. I don't know. I don't remember what it's supposed to be, but erotic pancreas, I probably am not going to get this job. Just to let you know. I will play it again. I'll play the erotic pancreas again for you.
A true maverick who risked her very life to smuggle it out of the heart of the traditional Arab remedies culture. This technique directly targets the real reason behind your spiking glucose levels, insulin resistance, and erotic pancreas. It's already set tremors inside the crooked $29 billion type 2 diabetes industry, which is now preparing for the biggest battle they've ever faced. And the best thing about this is that it's absolutely safe and natural, allowing you to stabilize your glucose levels, fix your metabolism, and reset your pancreas.
Your erotic pancreas.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question here. Now, you've seen a lot of these. Do you know, besides the erotic pancreas, what's wrong with this one? And I never talked about this before, so you probably don't know, but I found out this is why she said she liked one of mine and not loved one of mine. So
because you weren't looking at the camera, you were looking up?
Nope. Well, okay, kinda.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses? Actually, yes, that is one of the reasons. Do you have? Okay. I didn't center the camera correctly, and I should have been higher up on the camera.
I was going to say too much headspace.
Exactly. So you both are right.
Okay.
I learned, and I really didn't think about that. I said to her that when I did the newscaster one, that I was reading a teleprompter. I was a newscaster reading a teleprompter, so I should have been lower. She said I should have been framed differently. That's good information to know.
Right.
And I would have never really thought about that till she said that.
Okay.
So, see, even I learned from these things, and that's why I wanted to talk to her about what she likes and doesn't like about it. So that one was, it was only a good one instead of a very good one, the one she loved. And of course she would have maybe loved it more because it was erotic pancreas. I'm glad I didn't show that one, by the way, because that would have been a big problem.
Should have been erratic.
Dad, my husband's name is Luke. Steve is my ex.
Are you
It was
gay?
my daughter's wedding, and I just called her husband by the wrong name.
You missed it.
All because of that horrible...
He was acting, he was saying, that that's what his daughter was saying.
Oh, okay.
So if you listen to it
My
again.
husband's name is Luke. Steve is my ex. It was my daughter's wedding, and I just called her husband by the wrong name. All because of that horrible, non-stop ringing in my ears. The same tinnitus that destroyed my sleep for months on end, making it impossible for me to think straight. The same tinnitus that robbed me of the joy of listening to my favorite bands, movies, and songs with its unbearable ringing. The same tinnitus that chipped away at my sanity, leaving me unable to imagine a life without the incessant, annoying ringing always in my ears, had now caused me to ruin the most important day of my daughter's life. I felt terrible, and I still don't think my daughter has ever forgiven me. But God must have been watching, because what happened next can only be described as a miracle, leading me to discover something researchers are calling sonic regeneration.
Okay, what about that one? What do you think? What are your criticisms of that one?
Favorite bands, movies, and songs.
I don't like the subject for one.
Well, don't worry about the subject.
Because
the performance is what you're looking at.
I know, but because you're talking about tinnitus,
Yeah.
I am a little prejudiced because that's what my second ex was always claiming as his disability, and I'm like, no, his is just stupidity.
It doesn't matter. I was told to do that. What
I know.
about the performance?
I think it was okay. I mean,
There was something wrong with it, though. And I see it now, and I didn't see it when I did it.
are you not, well, you're centered, you're standing up, but you're talking too much.
Where am I looking?
Up.
I got to be more conscious of that, because that is something that I actually have not been paying attention to as much as I should. But other than that, I think the performance was well. But I think looking up
when you
now, as you look at it, I start looking at the right area. Then.
Well, maybe when you use your teleprompter, you got to put it right beside where.
I didn't use a teleprompter.
Oh.
But I did.
Important day of my daughter's life.
See, I'm looking now. I'm looking at the right place now.
I felt terrible.
See, everything's
and
right
I still
there.
don't think my daughter has ever forgiven me. But God must have been watching, because what happened next can only be described as a miracle, leading me to discover something researchers are calling sonic regeneration.
Maybe if he had erotic sonic regeneration.
There you go. There you go.
All right, next one. This one is the one about
Classy
weight
Mike
loss.
Trash from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm reading the weight loss ad. I'm down 37 pounds. Nothing has ever helped me like this. I wake up and look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, the real me is back. I've got my life back.
Wow. That was short.
Well, I read what they had, but I looked at the camera. It was much better than the other ones because I was looking at the camera.
Okay.
Now, on commercials, you're supposed to look at the camera. On auditions for parts, you're supposed to look at the camera to give your name and stuff, but you're supposed to look to the side.
Why?
Because you're talking to a person. It's when you're talking to the camera, when you're talking about a commercial, you're talking to that person at the camera. Whereas when you're doing a part, the camera's just there, and you're talking to a person somewhere else.
Okay.
Now, the next one is my favorite one of all of them, of these four.
Is it more about your erotic pancreas?
No, it's about erotic bagels.
Ooh. Well, yeah, it's food.
Food, yes, sir. You bet. This one was my favorite.
Classy Mike Trash, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm available anytime after May 31st.
I had to say that because that's what they told me. They said the
Bagels have the ability to be the perfect food. I especially love when it's done correctly. I like when my bagel is crusty, not hard or crunchy, and it's got to be warm inside.
And erotic.
Bagels are the perfect food anytime. A perfect breakfast food. I love a breakfast bagel consisting of egg and bacon. And a great bagel for lunch, dinner, with a pizza bagel. Or anytime with a peanut butter and jelly bagel. Bagels make the world go round.
By the way, they did not write that. You're supposed to make up your reason for bagels.
Okay.
And I wrote that. I like bagels. It was easy.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had any good bagels for a while, but I used to eat bagels when I had a job. The vendors would bring bagels in.
I miss my special ones from Center County.
Were they erotic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you get them from Camp Hill now.
Hey,
once in a while.
You know there's a Panera over by my area.
Uh-huh. That's not open.
Yes, isn't it?
Are you talking the one out by Dr. Costco?
Yeah. Is that not open?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you might want to move to there once they open it up.
No, from what we were talking about it over at work, and it was only open like 2 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The one on Linglestown Road. On out by
It's right out. It's right out by Giant. It's
Yeah.
That's one of the newer. It looks like it is. It's a new one.
That they just built. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it wasn't open.
I was wondering
I'm
why
like,
you weren't doing
ask
it.
Ashley. She will know.
I was wondering why you weren't working there because that's well, it's
Because
probably
I
about the same distance.
thought you were supposed to train there or something at one point. No. I don't know.
Actually, that's probably about the same distance as the other one.
I've been there for 2 years.
No, this was earlier, honey.
To do the erotic thing.
Ugh.
All right, which one do you like best?
I kind of like the bagel one.
I did too. I thought that was my favorite. Your favorite?
Yeah.
Same. So I'll have all new ones hopefully for next week.
Okay, so because you're talking about food, I got a food story.
Why does that sound like a grunge band?
Erotic bagels.
Oh, that could be. Maybe. I might take that name. Thank you. I never thought of that. Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage right now, please welcome the Erotic Bagels.
Oh, my God. Okay, so yesterday, Mary and James left about 7:30 to head back to Ohio. They left the same time I did to go up north.
Okay.
And I had only taken my insulin in the morning.
Okay.
I didn't take anything else. I didn't eat anything. So I'm driving up the road, and I'm starting to feel queasy. I'm like, look, I need to get something to eat. I know that's what it is. So in McAllisterville, I get off the exit, and I'm like, okay, McDonald's, I can, because I had Bear with me, I didn't want to get out of the car, just hit the drive-thru and back up on the road. So I ordered my food, and I thought, okay, I know Bear likes scrambled eggs, and he didn't even eat much before we left. So I ordered him his own order of scrambled eggs. Now, this dog loves scrambled eggs.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, when I got to the window, I paid for it. Everything was fine. I get to the second window. She hands me just the bag, and I'm like, where are the eggs? She goes, oh, they're in there. She said, we ran out of the platters, so we put them in a box. I'm like, okay. So I looked. Okay, it was a 10 McNugget box, and they were in there. So I get over. I pull away, and I pulled over to where there's like a parking area. And I kind of had to get things situated because Bear wouldn't leave my drink alone. And I'm like, you can't have that. It's too sugary for you. So I finally got things set. I start back up the road. He decides he wants my food. And I'm like, no. And I took his eggs and I set them on the seat. I said, they're right here. Well, he decides he doesn't like them. He takes the container, flips it upside down so the eggs go all over the front seat. I'm like, really?
Oh, wow. I forgot to say something. Anyway, go ahead.
And so, he still wants my sandwiches. So I give him the last bite of the first one. And I'm like, Bear, you've got food right here. And then I took a piece of the egg and I held it in my hand. He'd eat it off my hand. He just didn't want to eat it off the seat or in a cardboard container. I'm like, I'm not hand feeding you this whole trip. You can forget it. But yeah, I just like, and that's the way I had to feed him, was hand feed him. I'm like, really? I know I'm multi-talented or tasked. I can do that, but not like this.
You fucking spoiled.
Yeah, I do. I know that.
Oh, know what?
What? Did you not turn your mic back on?
I was wondering why she wasn't coming through.
You didn't turn her on.
So I almost had another dog.
I asked you to turn me off, and then you never turn me back on.
Well, you didn't erotically ask me. I almost had another dog.
I know where there's 5 that are up looking for forever homes.
This one was abandoned.
Aww.
And I was at a charge station. When I was charging, I was looking in the parking lot, and there was this dog walking across the parking lot. And he was skinny. He or she was skinny. And I could tell it hadn't eaten. So I was going to give him the steak I got for Brandy, for Cheyenne. And I thought, if this dog is really homeless, I'm going to take him home.
Yeah.
And I went up to him. He ran off into the woods. And I felt really bad because I couldn't get him. I would have taken him, though, because he just felt really bad for him. He's a boxer.
Aww.
And he really, you could see his ribs and stuff. And I felt really bad for him. And I would have gladly given him something to eat.
Well, I know where there are 5 fawn-colored Chihuahua puppies.
I don't want a Chihuahua.
That are 8 weeks old, that are ready to go to their forever homes.
Why. I don't have any problems with Chihuahuas.
Better not.
Actually, once Lisa had a Chihuahua, and I didn't like Chihuahuas till I met her Chihuahua. And I thought I liked her dog. I didn't like her. I liked her dog. And I would have gotten him, but here's the problem. I love Cheyenne.
Yeah.
More than probably just about any dog. But I don't want to get a dog that's going to get hurt.
And I understand that.
She wouldn't hurt anything on purpose.
Right.
But I want a dog that's bigger because I want to make sure that if they're going to roughhouse, they're going to be okay.
Right, and that makes sense. It does.
If I had a smaller dog, like a Brandy, even a Brandy-sized dog, or a Snoopy dog, they're a lot smaller, and I could have a smaller dog. But your dog's pretty tall for...
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I found out he's American. His dad was American Standard Chihuahua. His mom was a Deerhead Chihuahua.
A what?
American
I heard
Standard.
that one. What's the other one?
Deerhead.
I thought you said Deerhead. Okay.
Because there was a thread on one of the groups that I'm part of on Facebook, and I said, yeah, because someone was asking about the size of their Chihuahua.
It's not the size of the Chihuahua. It's how you use them.
Yeah. Well, he's like, I need to know if this is for a purebred, if this is a good size. And I'm like, yeah, my dog's that size. And someone's like, that's not a... I'm like, yes, it is.
It's not a purebred.
It is. Because I said, I know the bloodline.
I think it's not pure.
And that I found out because Mary and James and I were talking about it.
Well, I don't care if they're purebred.
I don't either.
Brandy was probably the only purebred dog I ever had.
I don't either, but the fact is, don't tell me what you don't know about my dog.
Your dog smokes.
I know that. He left his one mylar bone in my backpack this morning. I found it when I got to work and dumped my backpack. He must have thought I missed him.
All right, how about some pictures? You want to see some pictures of the shoots? I won't go through all of them because it's just, a lot.
But yeah, anybody that wants a Chihuahua puppy, let me know because Mary needs 5. She has 5 she's looking to get rid of.
Jeez. What's she selling them for? What?
Yeah, $3.50 each. They have their first shots.
Okay. All right, so this was that red shirt, that new red shirt I just bought.
You just look so angry in that one.
Well, I don't want to do the same look on everyone. And only certain people have seen these pictures. One is my sister. So she gets to see I was so happy when I got these because I thought, wow, these are pretty good. These are the headshots, by the way.
I keep thinking of that damn game every time you say headshot. Headshot.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So, this is not.
Oh.
Hey.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's my trash earrings.
Yeah, you're featuring the earrings. That's good.
That's right. I love those earrings. But the thing is, I shouldn't have worn them for the headshots because they don't want jewelry on the headshots. It would have been good for the other ones, but not for the headshots. But as it turns out, I had the same photographer for both, and I didn't like a lot of the stuff he did. All right, let me get back to see how I can do this here. Let me delete this. We don't need this anymore. Let me delete this. Now, so we got to, like I have tilting heads and stuff like that. And
Did they tell you how to move, or
no,
did
they
you just
never
do it on your
They
own?
never do.
Okay.
So that's one thing I had to learn is how to do different things. Like I don't have this. I don't smile on all of them, but I don't not smile for some. And then there's, when you get into, like, you'll see a lot of the stuff is the same because he's clicking. He's click, click, click,
Right.
click. So you got to do like, got to make kind of movements subtle, and you know the timing because you can hear a click. You know the timing between the different ones. This is the one headshot that you basically see there. I smile a little bit. And by the way, if you notice, since I got my tribe, I smile a lot. Because with the people I have around me, you included, I'm really happy.
Good.
Because life has really made a pretty good turn on this.
See, and I think when I was taking all your pictures for wrestling shows and stuff, that's what I would do. That's why I'd always have so many, because I was trying to tell a whole story with them.
Right, and they generally, I think he had 60 shots per look. So, okay, so these are that shirt, and I'll go to the next one for you, so you can get to see, because we got 8 types, and we only have, how much time?
15 minutes.
Yeah, so I'll try to do, let's go to 2. See, 64, 62, there's 60 some of each. This is the blue shirt.
Oh.
This is a new shirt. Well, all this stuff is new.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I can't wear a lot of this stuff. But as you can see, I have to do it quickly because they don't give us a lot of time between. And by the way, I had my dentist appointment. Got these 2 teeth fixed.
Good.
I get this one fixed next week or the week after. Then we got to whiten them as much as we can whiten them.
Right.
For my age, I don't know how white it's going to be, but that was one of the things in California. Some of the casting people said, you got to white teeth.
Okay.
Hey, they know what their business is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be as good as I can be. But I tried to show different types of emotions through this. I look psycho there. Look at it. I look psycho. I look like I have erotic hands. Well, this one, I don't like the way see, my hands are clear. My face is not.
Yeah.
Because he zoomed in on the hands. Now, it took him a while, but some of these started coming out right. There. He did it right at that point.
But sometimes, like if you wanted to be a hand model, I would say that would be a way to do it.
I will never be a hand model. I've got
I know
the scars and stuff.
I do too.
Like this scar there. Anyway, that's that look. And then we got 3, which is the, where's the, what we got here? 3. There's this one. You'll like 4. But this is my new suit.
Your zoot suit?
It's new suit.
Oh, I thought you said zoo suit. I was like, what? Oh, I do like that. But you and your collars.
What's wrong with
You can see on your shirt, part of the collar's up, and this one is hiding under your jacket.
I don't know what I'm doing, and I have a guy that should
Now
be...
there.
You like that?
Yeah, because they're both under.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. He doesn't like that black suit, and I didn't know he didn't. I took it and thinking he would like it.
Why doesn't he like it?
I don't know. He doesn't like. He's black too, which is ironic.
That's probably why. Hey, I'm not talking of.
I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't like it. I like that suit, and I got 2 black suits, so
yeah.
Go figure. I got my blue one, and I didn't take my blue one. If I would have known that he didn't like the black one, I wouldn't have. But I'm going to buy a new suit each shoot, I think, and so I'm just going to have like a lot of nice clothes.
Oh, I like that picture.
I like my earrings.
That one's good. That one just looks, they look so different. than you normally would. All right, who are you giving the stink eye to?
I just try to do things with my face and to show different emotions and stuff.
Right.
Because I don't want them all to look the same. Looks like, I'm eyeing somebody up. Oh, maybe there's something wrong over there.
Like, I want to see what's going on over there. Shouldn't I be there? It's almost like he's got holding the shutter button down. It's going.
He is. Pretty much. And so you have that much time to change your emotion. It's hard to think that quick. And, it's one thing when you have a full length and I have room to move.
Right.
I just dance around and get these good pictures that way. But when you're stuck in a corner and there's not much room here, you gotta be more creative. And I was just thinking, okay, I need different type of facial looks. So now this other one, the next look, I think you're gonna like.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite looks. The fourth look is the Mike Trash look.
Well, I've always said Mike Trash was my hero. Nice.
I think these came out pretty good. Now this is where I was actually on the swing too. I think. Wait, no, maybe I wasn't on the swing with this one. No, I wasn't on the swing with this one. But I like this one. I like that because I like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? You bug me.
You just don't have the sunglasses on.
I can't wear them because they want to see your eyes. The casting directors look for the eyes.
But see, that's where it would have been like at least one with them on because that is part of your gimmick.
Right. But the gimmick now is whatever the gimmick is because I don't have a band or anything.
Right.
So I'm trying to sell the fact that I'm a musician. Swamp donkey.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that one a lot. That's one
yeah.
of my favorite ones. And you can't tell that vest is too big. But I am on the look of someone to make these new vests and stuff. I need to find somebody who can do the painting and all that. Because I don't think I can find that guy again. And he did such a good job. I wish I could find him again.
Isn't he still over in the mall?
Is anybody in the mall anymore?
I think there's a few over there.
That place he moved out after he did my design. And remember, this is what, 10 years? No, this is more than, this is like 15, maybe 15 years ago.
I thought there were still some over there.
I don't know. I haven't been there for a while. I didn't even think they had anything going on over there anymore. This one I like too. Looks like they know what I'm doing. I'm gonna post some of this stuff.
Sleeping on the job.
Now this is the next set. This is not headshots, but it's gonna be the photo shots.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't like the lighting on this one.
Well, outside there's not a whole lot you can do. You
There
kind of
is.
work with what you. Oh, I like that one.
See, there are things that can be done. That was my people tips. But see the foliage back there?
Yeah.
I did something with those. I don't know if it was on the first set. I don't think it was on the first set. But I did some stuff with that. they came out to the contrast and the lighting was not very good on those, I don't think.
I just watched an episode of Dog the Bounty Hunter the other day where they were taking part in a no-hate campaign.
Okay.
And they had duct tape across their mouth. And one of the shots that they did with Lisa was, like, the duct tape was across her mouth and she was pulling on it like she was going to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Looked really cool. Oh, I like that one.
Which one? One before this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one. Even with the lighting, with the sunlight, it's just something different.
Something's following me. It's got to be an erotic liver.
That erotic pancreas. The erotic pancreas, one of the erotic bagels.
That's right.
You must be watching for the cops.
I'm thinking of bagels. Give me a bagel. Give me that one. Then we got, is it two? Yeah, those two. Okay. This one. You might like some of them better than this one. This is on the Peter. See, the lighting's a lot better. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's further away from you.
So I want to distribute these pictures into my profile and get rid of some of the other ones because I look so much better as far as it looks more like me.
Right.
They used to look like me, but now they don't. And then he goes,
Wait a minute, go back one. One more. Your eye was closed.
Duh.
Oh, you planned it that way.
Keep in mind, he's going.
Yeah. I thought you planned it that way.
That's for my blind gimmick.
Oh, okay.
This is the one.
Oh, I like that.
I came up with that because nobody was using that swing. I said, well, how about if we use a swing? I like that one.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a puppet. Just a puppet.
You could actually use one of those for your profile picture on Facebook.
I haven't figured out what to use. I'm going to switch them around, though. And shortly after that, a girl went up there and was swinging all over the place. They were taking pictures of it. She stole my idea.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good too.
Oh, definitely. And that one.
We can go through these, and if you want them, I'll give you a link to this stuff, and you can take whatever you want.
I like that. You threw your head back.
You see, I didn't know he was just doing the headshot.
Right.
He was supposed to do the whole full body. So I didn't want to lean back too far because I didn't know.
Right. Get a picture of you swinging.
Yeah. But you don't know if I'm swinging or if someone put me on a chain and just is dragging me around. But I did like these pictures a lot.
Oh. There. I think that's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely replace my profile pictures on this with the acting stuff. We got. That should be about it. Yeah, that's it. And
Very nice.
I got one more. Oh no, I got two more. This is the one. He used. Oh, this one was another one that he didn't. he was like, "Oh, you used all your shirts on the other one," and I'm like, "Well, why can't we reuse them again for this?" I didn't realize they were going to be all headshots. Like these are a lot of headshots. This is with my black jacket. They give me a black shirt. Now he's going to do something with these. I don't know. Remember what he said he's going to do to it. He's going to wipe out the black. This is where I use the bushes in the background here on a couple shots towards the end. I like that one. That one's kind of cool. I look very sophisticated. That one I look like I'm sleeping. So it looked like I drove about 20 hours. I'm like, I'm tired. Let's do something else. This is boring. But when he got done, I said, can we do something? This one didn't work out the way I wanted it to. We did that stuff with the bushes like I wanted to do, but it didn't come out the way I thought it would look.
Put a white collar on you and you'd be preacher trash.
Yeah. Somebody wake me up. Looks like I was drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanna have some. Getting me to piece of my heart. There we go.
Ooh.
You like it?
Yeah.
Well, that was my idea, but I didn't really think it came out the way I wanted it to. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
Well, that one because
Ooh, I look kind of like, duh.
That first one I really liked. I'm doing that stink eye again.
That's so good. Okay. And then I have one more look. That is, so if you, there's a download button. Just look at the stuff. This one was kind of interesting. By the shed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the shed pictures. I feel okay. Again, they turned out to be a lot of headshots, and they aren't full body. So I guess at Miami, I'm going to have to get us to do a few body shots. I don't have any
Are
body
you
shots.
able to choose what shots you do?
Well, I thought that these are, because I did headshots on the other ones, I expected these to be full body.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm mad because he didn't.
I like
do
that
it.
one.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be better when I get my teeth whitened.
Yeah, the sun's in your eyes in those.
Well, we changed positions a couple times to try to find better things. But I look like a raccoon there. That's my raccoon version. I don't think I'm applying for any raccoon jobs, but
At least not that you know of.
you never know. Tomorrow I got to do that script or whatever it is that I'm supposed to give for that one place, so that I can get them to decide on my. That'd be awesome if they were actually interested in my script. I got to see what I got tomorrow. I'll go through my stuff and see if any of them fit for what they're looking for. Overall, I didn't like these as much as the rest of them.
If he would have come out more and put more of the background in, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't like the background.
I mean, a shed would be okay, but you could have done something like seen more of it.
Tina, she did character headshots, which are different than regular headshots. You're trying to be a nurse or a
Uh-huh.
doctor or whatever. She did one where she was being a lesbian lumberjack.
Oh, jeez.
And it was funny because Ryan, who is gay, by the way, said that she could have a she-shack instead of a she-shed. She-shed, not just a shed, but a she-shed.
Ooh, looks
So
like
these
you're
are
mad at something.
Well, I wanted to give different looks.
Uh-huh. Ooh, serious. Who pissed you must have been talking to Dr. Pat with those.
You want to what? What are you doing with that towel on?
Why did you just come in my room and use my bathroom?
That's right. Get out of my bed. Get out of my bathroom.
Who said you
I
could
mean,
come
I've
in?
got a towel in the car. Maybe I should go put it on and walk in this.
I wasn't sure if Tina was going to be upset at me talking about that, so I was treading water a little bit because I didn't know if she was going to be happy the way I said it, but I was saying the way I felt.
Yep.
So, all right, well, that's everything. That's my week in Florida. So, I hope you guys liked it. It was definitely a different thing. So, next one's going to be in Miami.
When's that?
The end of July.
Okay.
So, should be fun.
Cool.
Anyway, you guys, thank you for listening, and hope you enjoyed it. And this is the end. Little by little, we're getting done. And,
It's been a while.